How's it going, guys? Zacharyox here, coming at you live from the Void Runner. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today we're going to be doing a reaction slash kind of a discussion about the events for the Stream Awards. Wow, let me try that again. How's it going, guys? Zacharyox here, coming at you live from the Void Runner, where we're going to be here discussing the Game Awards for 2023, specifically the nominations for this year. Of course, I'm not alone in this adventure. I got a few guests here arriving soon, and we're just going to go ahead and discuss our thoughts on each of the categories, our thoughts on who deserves what, and basically some weird ass shenanigans here and there.
A new follower has joined
Hey
the
Hans,
crew.
thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let me actually get the music, the main theme I got going in here. I should probably lower it just a tiny bit. I would need to do like a proper listening, but I think this should be fine. Because I don't want my theme to overpower everybody while chatting here. I think this should be fine. Let me actually do a quick audio test. Oh, and I do need to update the thumbnail for my YouTube stream, because I am doing a bit of a multi-stream, as it were. So I'm everywhere now. I'm in 3 different platforms, as it is. Hope your soundboard is working. Oh, it fucking is. Take care, stay hydrated. Thanks, Hans. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, let me check my stuff. Should be on. Come on. Testing. No, it's fine. Okay, so we're good again. And I don't want to spam myself in the audio department. There we go. Close my phone. Alright, so let's just open up the chat so while we're talking here.
Herself?
No.
But her skill
Alright, I'm live.
gives every enemy imaginary weakness.
And they can hear you, by the way, so welcome.
Awesome. Hi.
Welcome, chat.
You came in
Welcome
during
to the
a
Muppet
rant
Show.
about Star Rail. Sorry.
Yeah. And like honestly, I'm just so
Yay.
bored with Star Rail. Like
I
there's
got very
nothing
bored
to
with
do
that.
between story quests.
That's rough.
At least with
It's almost
Genshin,
like you should
there's a-
release a full game.
At least with Genshin, there was tons of every single patch. There's tons of shit to explore, lots of places
Yeah.
to go, lots of things to explore and do,
Exactly.
puzzles to solve.
Yeah.
Star Rail, not really much exploration you can do. There's a little bit,
Exactly.
but it's like
But like once you've found all of the treasure chests and the puzzles, that's it. You're done. There's nothing more to explore.
I just remember what really turned me off from Star Rail was 1.0 was great. The start of the game, the launch of the game was fucking great. It was a fresh
Yeah.
game, new things to do, lots of different kind of gameplay, lots of story at the beginning. It was awesome. 1.1 comes around. Nothing new. They added a couple of little like side
There's
events,
like a
but there
couple
was
of
no new
events that
story.
yeah.
No new story, no new maps, no new regions, a couple new characters, but that was about it. 1.2 comes out. The amount of story they gave us, I finished it on stream in 2 hours.
There was nothing.
So after that, I got very like, oof, I'm kind of
Yeah.
desensitized to it, and then I haven't really played since beating the 1.2 story.
Yeah.
And I'm kicking barrels.
Anyways.
So, Game of the Year awards were announced very recently.
Yeah.
Many of you may know. And
Or the nominees at least.
yeah, top of the stream, I just want to say, I think every single one of the things in that Game of the Year award category deserves it 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this year has been so good that there are like 4 other candidates that I can see them considering, and I still wouldn't be mad. Like any of those
Yeah.
games gets game of the year, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about this, I probably should bring up the entire list of who got nominated for what.
Yes.
But probably a good idea, yeah.
Mhm.
So let me go in the browser and let me find a good list of all the nominees.
By the way, Spyco, for the sake of giving everybody like a bit of a tease on this stuff, we're going to be starting from the bottom of the barrel nominations all the way to the top. That is Game of the Year. We're
Okay.
leaving Game of the Year for
Okay.
last.
Are we
Starting
going
with the
to?
esports.
We're starting with
are we
esports.
gonna,
I found the site. I
can
found
we
the site.
ignore? Does anybody here care about esports?
We can just go through them quickly. They're not that big of a deal.
We're still gonna.
Okay, I found them. Let me bring up the site. Hold on a sec.
Be sure to sign up,
Did
'cause,
you
we
find
can
the
actually
Game
cast your vote.
Awards, thegameawards.com.
Yep. Oh, sign in. Okay, shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
chat. You're not seeing my sign in credentials.
Board game conventions are Azabora at azabora.com.
Asabora. What the fuck?
You can go email him now. Go email Azabora at azabora.com and you'll be able to spam Azabora's inbox.
Okay, for my tags on
I laughed. Someone
YouTube.
actually took that email already.
That's honestly chat, go do it.
That would be hilarious.
For my
I'm definitely not trying to
YouTube,
bait you into a time waster.
for
Says
my
the man
You-
kicking barrels into a hoop.
for my YouTube audience, and I'm gonna be putting like basically just games that I like in this category as tags. So it's like, you know what?
Mm.
Screw it. I'm gonna put all the nominees in the tags.
Jeez.
All right, here we go.
Oh, come on. That was totally in. I hate this game.
Legend of
Okay.
Zelda.
This game sucks.
Tears of.
All right, so which category do we want to start with? Because I have
From the very bottom, we're gonna be.
From
We're
the very
going for
bottom,
the.
yeah.
Best
So starting
esports
with
event.
best esports. All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
let's just
Although-
see what the best sports event would esports
Although,
event
wait.
be. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be.
Let's
League Championship again.
let's give a couple of minutes because I think we're just still waiting for a couple of people left. Let's just give them a little bit of time, just a little bit of time before we proceed.
I mean, I tagged them and.
Yeah, I think this is too late
Yeah.
for Spooky right now. As well.
Ah,
Spooky starts in 10
no,
minutes.
Technically-
Yeah, like Spooky usually
Ripley-
starts her.
Ripley-
or
Ripley.
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 Fucking hell.
Ripley!
Fucking hell.
Ripley.
Yes, Ripley. That's gonna take a while before it actually, like.
Stop dead naming her. I'm kidding.
Yeah, fully.
Wow.
Ripley, I'm sorry.
How was that?
But no, like Ripley usually starts her streams in like 10 minutes on the days that she does stream.
Mhm.
So
I'm gonna
you know.
grab the Game Awards website. I finished my first attempt at this barrow minigame. Didn't beat my best yet. But still reasonably high.
We'll give them 10 minutes if the
Yeah,
rest
just
of
10
them
more
don't show
minutes.
up in,
Just
like,
10 more minutes. That's all I ask.
I've
That'll
already
give me enough
voted.
time to do my dailies. I'm gonna vote like as we go through.
mm.
I
I
have
want to
already
actually
voted,
save my
so.
surprise.
Just
Oh,
because
wait,
you've
I didn't
already
change-
voted doesn't mean we can't discuss it. So chill.
Yeah, and we can also.
True.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that. And also, I could change some of the things. Like, I'm changing one of them right now because I forgot that I wanted to change it because I completely forgot one of the things was in it. Where is it? There it is.
Oh, you done fucked up?
Yeah, well, we were just talking about it in class because everybody's gamers in a game design class. And we were just talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, this game easily wins." I'm not gonna say the game, but I was like, "Oh, right, that's in that category. I picked the wrong one."
Oops.
Completely forgot that it was just in that category.
Mm.
Bottom's
Ripley is
bottom's fake
online.
free.
Ripley's online, but I don't know if Ripley is available.
Ripley!
Nick is dead.
Ripley Boo, where
Oh,
are
I know.
you?
Also, just because I have you here, me and Azabora have
Yes.
been trying to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
I want to say yes, but like I
I-
can't commit to it. So
That's
feel
a
bad saying
fantastic
no.
answer. That's a better answer than what we've been given so far.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's literally Azabora was telling me like, oh, I know I hasn't responded, and I was like, this is exactly the thing Ido and I were talking about like the other day, so I'm gonna message that. It's okay. I love you.
Love you.
Yo, Squibs, how's it going?
Hi, Skips.
Hello.
Just talking about stuff. We're waiting for a few more people.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna talk about the video game awards in a few minutes. And I'm just doing my Genshin dailies while we wait. Also, I just realized my music is still kind of going.
And
Let's save
I'm
that pause.
kicking barrels. I've started my second run.
Barrels! Anyway.
Can you join the VGA awards talk?
Sure,
Cool,
jump
that-
in. Jump in.
Yeah.
We're
Hop
in
on
the
in.
Void Runner, so come to Zekrox's server.
If we're saying
Yo.
Scribs is going to join,
So-
Hey.
if we're saying, well, now that Scribs is here, is Scribs going to join the official group then, or?
I mean, if she's available for that day and, part of the live
Wait,
stream,
what
sure.
It's December 7th. It's a
Um,
It's
Thursday.
a Thursday.
Let me
I'm
just
skipping
quickly
game
check
class to
my
go to watch.
let me check my schedule. Let me check my
Also-
schedule because I've got my December schedule already.
Oh hell yeah!
It's an
Oh,
evening
yeah.
thing again, right?
Yep.
Is
It's
it?
gonna start in the evening. I
Yes,
believe.
it is.
Yes.
It is. I believe like 7:30.
7:30
Okay,
our
let me-
time.
let me-
okay.
let me double check.
Yeah,
Let me
which
double
is
check.
normally
Schedule
late
December
for you. I
Yeah,
mean, early
streaming
for you.
live.
I am off that day.
Oh
Fuck
fuck yeah!
yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, wait,
Mm.
okay, hold on. Since we're here and we're waiting
Yeah.
waiting to see if potentially
6
other
more
people
minutes.
are going to
Yeah,
We're
so
gonna
it
wait
would be
6 more minutes.
5:30 our time scripts.
Yeah,
Can
I can do that. I can do that.
Zacharyax, I know I already have yours, but can we talk about the awards that we're planning on doing? Because I've already started setting up the Google form.
I mean,
For those in chat, I can explain really quickly.
Yes, go. Do.
Each of the people in our little Game Awards, not betting group, but I keep calling it a betting group because it's a betting without betting group. Is each of them are going to be creating an idea for a award to give some of the games in the year. They'll create each of us will have a criteria for an award, and then everybody in the group will pitch one game to be given that award. And then we will be handing out the Google form to everybody in our communities to go vote on which they believe best deserves that award. So far, we have 3 awards that we've figured out so far, but we don't know the nominees just yet, obviously. Do we want to say what the awards are? Is that... I don't think that we need that much suspense.
I mean, for my award, honestly, the name is a little bit TBD to a degree. I kind of like what I went through, but
I like the scrap metal award. I think that's it.
Yeah,
And
I think it's really
Yeah.
fun.
And simply put, it's basically the reward for the game that demonstrates like the most destruction in a particular situation or whatever.
Mm.
And I have a few
Also-
nominees.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3 is one of them. Armored Core 6 is another. I have to look at the other games.
Again, Zacharyax isn't going to be nominating all of the games. That's going to be each person in the group is going to be able to nominate one game.
Oh,
including
one game.
Zacharyax.
In their category.
One game in your own category, and one game in everyone else's category.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Also, one other thing I will say is that we are restricting it to get into games that have released this year or games that have had major content this year. So,
Like
for example,
expansions.
Destiny 2 would count but specifically like Lightfall or Cyberpunk would count specifically whatever it's called.
Phantom Liberty.
Phantom Liberty, yeah.
Yep.
But something like
Okay.
Deep Rock Galactic, sad, would not be able to do things. It hasn't had a major thing coming up this year.
Yeah.
Don't be salty.
Which makes my award
Unfortunately.
a lot more difficult because my award is
Oh.
the Diggy Diggy Hole Award, which is the game with the best mining mechanic.
Mm.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
that's
can think
very
of a
niche,
whole
but okay.
bunch of stuff. I can think of a
Honestly,
whole bunch.
okay, I feel like we should open it up then to like the last 5 years.
The last
yeah.
That's gonna be
Mm,
really difficult.
That's rough.
Or
I
is
feel like
that-
that's super broad.
Too broad? Okay.
Yeah,
A little
'cause
bit.
I while looking things up have found multiple I found like 10 games with mining mechanics that released this year. So
Okay,
and I had to pick
okay.
one. So
Okay.
and I think if I might not declare what my nominee is until other people have said theirs.
Okay.
Just so I can fill in the gaps if other people are missing. a
I mean,
specific
I'll throw
one.
in one, but you're gonna be like, that doesn't count. And it's like, no.
No, here's the thing: if you can make a case for it, then it's just up to everybody else to be like,
Mhm.
well, no, Sekria, and nobody votes for you, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. So just real quick, are we adding Scribs to the DM?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
again, as long as you're able to get
See,
there,
here's the
that's
thing. I was
fantastic.
going to
Yeah.
ask Scripts. I literally had already sent a message, and the people were like, "Let's try and keep this as small as possible." I deleted
Yeah.
the
'cause,
Oh,
again.
I was
there
like,
we go.
I only stated it at least for this because I know having a lot of people is fun, but it can be a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think this is fine. I think this is fine for me.
Seven's good.
Yeah.
Seven
Yeah,
is good.
seven is a solid round number. It is a lucky number, in fact.
Yes.
A bit of an odd number, but you know.
I'll will scoop out your eyeballs.
hey, it's not even a lie. It's not even a lie, though.
What we can do is I could be the tiebreaker.
Oh, there we go.
That is true.
This is
I'll
very
just
true.
I'll be your tiebreaker person. How about that?
Sorry, what would that mean though in this
Means
context?
that I don't put in
Absolutely nothing. No.
It means,
Well, no,
It
that
means
doesn't make
absolutely
sense.
nothing.
It's-
It means
people
absolutely
are-
nothing. But I mean, it's
We-
like if there
we don't need
happens
a
to be a
tiebreaker.
tie, we don't need a
We
tiebreaker.
don't need a
Okay.
tiebreaker.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
The viewers are the people voting
Yeah.
on stuff.
That's
We are
true, that's
submitting
true.
things. And also,
Okay.
just so you know, we
Alright.
can we will also be able to respond to the form ourselves. Like,
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, so it's
So
10.
real quick
Okay.
before we start, do y'all want some can opening?
absolutely
yeah.
every day of my
Do it.
life.
Chris.
Oh, that's better than
Oh,
sex.
So Chris.
Shut the fuck up.
Ooh.
Okay, but like to you, Spyco, anything is better than sex.
That's
Good Christ.
so true.
All right. So let us begin the
Hear that, everyone?
discussion.
Psycho also thinks Genshin is better than sex.
That's not true, actually. Lies.
Mm.
All right.
And yet you're the one who used a fucking Genshin sound on TikTok.
Oof.
Hey,
Yep.
here's the thing. That sound goes crazy hard for no
It
reason.
really does.
know.
It does.
It's
Like
so fun,
so
actually.
fucking hard.
I knew it was a Genshin sound
And
from
I
the
hate
second
it.
it popped
I
up
hate
because
it.
I
I
had
hate
heard
it.
it before.
God.
Right.
I believe in one of Scrib's streams. Maybe it was Azabora's stream. I don't know. But I'd heard it from either Azabora or Scribs, and I was like, "Oh shoot, that's Genshin!" And then people were dancing to it. I was like, "That goes crazy, actually. That goes wild."
Okay, but like my favorite version is somebody combined it with Critical Role
Nah.
Oh no.
with Percy saying his full fucking name. And I fucking
I saw that
lost
one.
it.
I saw
fucking
that one and
lost
oh
it
my
when it
God.
came across my FYP.
I saw
That's
that
pretty
one and oh my god, it was so funny.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right. So
Every
let's
we
get.
get this
every
show
time
on the
he says his-
road.
Yep,
Yeah,
let's
go,
get
go.
started with the nominations. We're starting from the bottom of the barrel because, again, we want to save the good shit for last. starting with best esports event. Let me start off with this. It's fucking Evo. Vote for this shit, please.
Yes, I
Okay.
always vote for Evo because this is the only one that I'm like.
Can
That's one
someone
that I
tell me
know.
what that one is?
Okay,
Evo is the
okay.
fighting game champion.
Gotcha.
Evo
that's the
is
most hyped
the
one.
Evo is the world premiere fighting game tournament of the world.
What does Evo stand for?
Evolution something. I forgot the actual
Evolution
acronym.
Video O.
No. I think it's just Evolution, but they just shortened it to Evo. But basically, every like fighting game
Evolution
player.
Championship Series.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yes.
And and basically, it's like the premier fighting game tournament where every fighting game that's popular during that time is going to be, used as the means to get the competition going.
Except for Smash Brothers because they can never get the rights because Nintendo hates.
True.
Yeah.
They did bring back Marvel this year, so I gotta give them a props for that
Ooh.
shit.
MB Capcom?
Mm,
Marvel v. Capcom,
Three.
Tekken,
Mhm.
Street
Oh,
Fighter.
not 4?
So
All the
this
games.
year they
Nobody
have
wants to
Street
talk
Fighter
about it
6,
today.
King of Fighters 15, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal
yeah.
Kombat 11 Ultimate, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Tekken 7, and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yep.
Surprised it wasn't 4 because as far as I'm aware, 4 is the one that people like the most. But
I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that was
I
They have
love-
this year, so
But yeah, I love fighting games. I'm never good at them, but I love the competition. There's always a lot of like funny ass shit that happens, and of course, a lot of epic moments that occur every once in a while. Dude, I would
Fair
love
enough.
to go
Honestly,
to like
that sounds like a hell of a lot more fun to watch than literally any of the other events.
yeah, especially the MOBAs. The MOBAs just would. I feel like
Yeah.
they'd be mind numbing.
Yeah.
and not to mention that there's a lot of like interesting stakes happening when it's like it's one person versus another instead of a team, and it's like you got your favorite
yeah.
player going through it's basically IRL tournament arc. It literally is. It is what that's why it feels so
Yeah.
good. But yeah, that's my vote anyway. Next, best esports coach. I'm just gonna pick the one with the funniest name. What do we think here?
I picked Potter because I was like, you know what, it'd be awesome to get
need more.
a woman coach.
oh,
to get that.
absolutely.
Would be
We need
so
more
cool.
ladies.
Sure.
We need more ladies in esports.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah, I
problem.
agree with that
Ladies
logic.
and
I don't know any of these
femme-
guys anyways, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
If we went through the others by name, I think is like the funniest one for me. But
Okay.
whatever.
It was actually read out in the nominee video, but like I can't remember how it was pronounced.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
Zitix or something.
Execute,
I don't-
execute,
XTs or something.
ecstasy.
Oh, ecstasy!
it's ecstasy.
It's ecstasy.
Really?
Bruh, nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah,
nah.
no, literally it
No.
is ecstasy.
Nah.
Yeah, no. I'm
No.
sorry. He looks like a crime waiting to happen. I'm sorry.
Yikes. Okay,
Wow.
moving on. Moving on.
Wow.
Dude
Best
copied his naming
esports
convention off
team.
of freaking Elon Musk. Jesus.
Yeah, he really did.
All right,
Okay, so-
best esports team. Let's just base it
We
either
gotta
off
vote
their
for
names.
evil. We gotta vote for Evil Geniuses because of the
Oh yeah, because
Because
the
the
woman coach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
because
being
Also-
lady- if you-
feminists today.
Yeah.
Also, Evil Geniuses has history too. Like they've been around for a while, so it's like what?
Yeah.
Screw it. History.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Let's go next is best esports athlete.
They
Best
I
all
picked-
gamer.
I mean,
picked
I think
the one-
Faker's like the one that automatically gets voted because everybody loves Faker.
Everybody knows.
That's the only one I've
Faker.
heard
I
that's
have
the
no
one that
idea
people
who
have heard.
any of these people are.
I know
picked-
Faker
That's-
and I know
don't-
Ruler, but that's about it.
I'm voting for
And that's
Faker.
only because
Screw
I
it.
vaguely keep up with League.
I closed
Yeah,
my
I don't
eyes
even-
and shook my mouse a bunch, and then I clicked on Philip Imperial Hall Dawson. So
I'll just go faker.
Like honestly, if I'm gonna
Guys,
if I'm
we
going
care
to
about
vote for
esports
anything,
a
it's...
lot.
Oh yeah, we care about esports like so much.
In
I
fact,
care about it so much that
God.
I'm just gonna call it U-sports from now on.
man, it's such an
Wow.
important like thing of our lives that for the next category, it's just so hard to pick. I mean, I don't even know where to
Right?
begin. My favorite esports game. Oh, what's it choose?
Obviously, PUBG Mobile is my favorite.
Wow.
I'm literally just gonna roll a die for this. I'm gonna grab a D6. Be right
picked-
back.
I picked Valorant.
Oh, I don't even have to go anywhere to grab a D6.
Okay,
What the hell?
you know what? I will admit, Valorant has some of the
Valorant
funniest.
looks-
cool.
No, hear me out. Valorant has some of the funniest content creators that I have ever seen clips of.
Mother.
That is true.
Mother is
Okay.
the
Okay, Mother, Cool Dad,
Yeah, I love
Siri.
the real Omen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
people are just absolutely hilarious.
They're just so funny.
I was thinking of voting Dota too because it's like, fuck you, League. Dota is better, so shit like that as a meme.
Dota's the better MOBA. Yeah.
Dota is the better MOBA.
But honestly,
But
I'll,
Valorant-
It's the best MOBA, actually. Not playing a MOBA at all.
Exactly.
I'm
But-
looking at all these and I'm like, Counter-Strike 2, I always hated the gameplay of that. Valorant is just Counter-Strike 2
You
with
haven't?
anime
Have you
waifus.
played Counter-Strike 2?
I did once and I hated it. Dota 2
Really?
is just worse. League has a
Like the
toxic
one-
community, and I used to play PUBG for a long ass time, and I got really burnt out on
This is
battle
PUBG
royales.
Mobile, Azabora. Did you
Mobile.
consider that?
Oh, so
This
it's
is-
even worse. Thanks. Okay, that really
Also,
helps my decision.
when did
Rolling
you
the
play-
dice.
Are you aware that Counter-Strike 2 came out this year?
yeah, I did.
No,
Yeah.
I thought that was the same one everyone's been playing.
No,
I-
that's Counter-Strike Global Offensive is what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
CS:GO. This is
What's
CS
the difference?
2. Probably very
Graphics.
little.
Graphics, pretty much.
This one is made in the newest
Wow.
source engine.
Also-
if the gameplay
That's
is
all.
the same, then it doesn't matter.
Also, the new
I rolled
smoke
the
check.
die,
It's
I'm clicking
amazing.
League. I rolled the die. I'm clicking League.
I'm clicking Valorant because Idle
I
help.
don't think
Idle and Scripts
Azabora
help
rolled the
me.
die at all.
Oh, I did.
I
have
heard
right
it.
here.
I heard the clack and it.
I heard
I
that.
heard the clickety clack of the die hitting the table.
Okay.
All right, next category: content
This
creator
is
of the
one we can
year.
talk about.
Okay. Okay. This is one that
Who
we can
wants to go
definitely.
first? Who
I
wants
want to go first. I
Go
want to
ahead.
go first
Go ahead.
because
You
I
go
had.
first.
I was going to say some thoughts earlier, but then I was like, no, I'll save it for the actual when we get there. Iron Mouse.
Yes.
Mhm.
She is basically the face of VShojo. Like,
And
if
Twitch
you
VTubing in
talk
general.
about VShojo, most people will know Iron Mouse.
Mhm.
I can attest to that.
And just like the any of the newer additions to VShojo are always like, oh man, Iron Mouse is just like, she was so helpful in like helping
Oh
us
shoot, I'm getting a
move
raid.
on. Oh,
Welcome.
Hold
How's
on,
it
give me
going?
one quick.
okay.
Sure.
Okay. But yeah, like Iron Mouse, and like she's just been a super wholesome presence in the Twitch VTubing community.
Mhm.
Plus,
And
with
she is
all
just
the charity
so good.
streams, all the
Yeah.
awareness towards lots of different kinds of charities and
Mhm,
medical
mhm.
kinds of research and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All that.
Talented, innovative, and goes through a lot of like she does this while being like a very sick, and at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like she
Yeah.
puts in a
Yeah.
lot of work. Like she is a
She
Frickin'
puts
trooper
in
when it comes to this shit.
crazy amounts of work, and like she is just
Time dr-
she's I look up to her.
Also, and here's like my extremely biased number one reason why I'm voting for Iron Mouse. She made it to the Puerto Rican newspaper. Enough said.
Hey
Yeah.
yo!
That's amazing.
And
She
also
made it
she
into our local
literally-
news. She is like
That's
she's now
amazing.
iconic on the island now. So
Nice.
Hey.
She's a
there you
household
go.
name. Let's go.
Hell
yes,
yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And
Let's
also, I
go.
think she is currently now the top female streamer on Twitch.
Yes.
I
Pretty
believe
sure.
so.
I think she has surpassed like Pokimane and some of the other hot tub streamers. Who have now
Oh.
defected over to Kick, by the
Just
way.
kidding. And not to mention Puerto Rican Pride. Yes.
These are all the cool people I'm hanging out with today. I got rated by
Hi.
a game
Raiders.
dev mutual.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey.
We're talking about the VGA Awards. We're going over Content Creator of the Year, who I'm pretty sure we're all agreeing is Iron
Nope.
Mouse by a landslide.
Nope.
Nope.
No
I
contest.
figured that Spyco would have.
Uh,
I
have-
figured
yeah.
Spyco would be the dissenting vote. I want to
Yes.
hear Spyco's thoughts.
I have multiple things to say. So first off, Iron Mouse, absolute like me. I'm not even a VTuber person. You all know this,
Mhm.
and I know
Yeah.
Iron Mouse. I've seen Iron Mouse clips.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Mhm.
heard talk about them, which means they definitely deserve to have their face seen.
Yeah.
The other one that I'll talk about I'm talking about the two people I'm not considering voting for, but still have a big respect for. The other one is Quackity. He's a Minecraft.
yeah, I know
Okay.
who I know
And
who
he-
Quackity is.
He has a SMP right now that is bringing both English. Why did my? Oh, because I'm talking in a Discord call.
Yeah.
Spotify hates me.
Oops.
Quackity has a Minecraft thing that has been put basically gathering together both Spanish and English streamers, and also I believe they're hoping to get more different kinds of languages all speaking using mods and translations so that they can all play together, a whole bunch of content
Oh,
creators,
that would
which
be
is really
amazing.
cool. Yes,
That
it's
is
very, very
really
cool. However, I
However,
have to put my vote on People Make Games for multiple reasons. One, they are a content creator that not only talks about the importance of ethics in game design, but they
Mhm.
also are not. They aren't a content creator like any of these other characters. PMG has been putting to the grind. PMG is actually changing the games industry, says Squidly, the person who just rated. PMG
Okay.
is putting actual change into the world. He is more of a video essayist than anything else,
Mhm.
which is so different from all of these other creators. And I feel like we don't get that kind of representation when we talk about content creators, which I think we should. I feel like it's so focused on all the other different kinds of content creators
Yeah.
that video essayists kind of get pushed to the side, which I don't think is nice. I think PMG absolutely deserves Content Creator of the Year. They release a video every 2 centuries, but they're so incredibly well researched, and they go to
I
actual
mean,
locations.
Hey, I
Yes,
love
they're
my.
ex-Eurogame. They're ex-Eurogame writers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
okay.
see.
Okay.
If you guys did not know.
No, no, that's
I
cool. That's cool.
Did
That's
not, because
Pretty
I will
awesome,
just say
actually.
I think I've heard the name People Make Games a few times,
Mhm.
but I never knew what kind of content or what they did or even what it was. But I've heard the name before. The other
They are
three,
independent.
I think I might
never
have
heard
watched-
of them.
I may have seen like 1 or 2 of their video essays.
I don't even
I
know
would
how to
suggest,
pronounce
even
the
if you
last
aren't
game's
going.
name.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce Spreen or Cypher PK. I have never seen those two before. They're the ones that
pretty good
exposed
job pronouncing them.
Roblox child labor. Yeah, they are the ones that did that.
Oh shit.
They are like main forms of gaming journalism right now. They're independent games journalists, so they are not controlled by any greater media company, which is huge.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
That is
Never heard about them until
really
now.
big.
Alright.
Yeah. Goodly is just naming off all the really cool things that they've done in my chat. So if you
The
guys want to check
PMG
that
has
for
done,
reference.
yeah.
Yeah. Not a
Maybe.
problem. Not a problem.
Alright, next
I
category.
subscribe to people, so let's go ahead and might as well check them out at a later point.
So have I changed any of your votes, or are you all voting for?
Nah,
Iron
I'm
Mouse?
still
Iron
voting
Mouse.
for Iron Mouse.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I still gotta vote
I
for my
didn't
girl.
expect to, but I had to do my best. What is up next? Most anticipated.
This
right?
one's rough. Shit.
If you
Who
don't
wants to
vote
start?
Hades 2,
Yeah, if you
I
did
seriously.
Hades,
Okay,
Hades too.
So
Alright,
hear me
okay,
out
okay,
though.
okay.
Hear me out though.
One at a time. Idle, go.
1 minute timer as well. We
Okay,
wanna
okay.
speed
Like
through
a
these.
Dragon, Infinite Wealth. Case on.
Explain for people like Spiker who doesn't know what the
All
fuck
right,
that means.
all right. So for those of you who don't know, Kason is a VTuber with VShojo. She was going through a audition process to become one of the hostesses in a future Like a Dragon, which most people would know as the Yakuza series.
Yes.
So she is, she won through the audition process and is in both Like a Dragon Gaiden and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth as a hostess.
So
Okay.
content creator actually getting
Yeah.
to be in the game.
Yeah.
One of her
So-
favorite game franchises, where like one of her favorite characters of all time from any game series,
Yeah.
to the point where she calls him her husband. The fact that she gets to be in the game, that game series as a content creator is amazing.
All right, so in
I
general,
don't know if that
Idol's
is voting
voting because of a
against
cameo.
Easter.
I got it. Okay.
No, but also like
But-
this was just a really tough like.
Yeah. It's a tight bracket.
I am
will say.
actually
It's very tight, yeah.
surprised that Silk Song isn't on this list.
Because
Silksong
nobody
doesn't
knows
get
when the
into
fuck
most
it's coming
anticipated
out.
game. No, do you want to know
Yeah.
the reason why? It's because Silksong doesn't exist. It never
I
existed.
mean,
It's
fair.
been a hoax
Fair.
the entire time.
I'm honestly really hoping that Silk Song is not a hoax.
Maybe we'll get
Because-
lucky
oh
and we'll
God, I want
finally
that
get a
so bad.
release date.
I'm
Okay.
hoping
Idol,
I'm
Idol,
hoping we finally get a release date at
Yeah.
UVA.
Idol,
Yeah.
go over to the mirror and go put on your clown nose and your clown hair immediately.
All right. All right, Bora, your turn. Who do you want to vote for? Who do you want to vote for?
Honestly, looking at all these games, probably Final Fantasy VII.
I thought as much.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Like a Dragon, but like I haven't even played Hades 1. Star Wars
You should.
Outlaws, I know nothing about that, and Tekken is Tekken.
I think, okay, from what I know of Star Wars Outlaws, it's Fallout Star Wars.
Okay, so
Which-
yeah, that's out.
Just yeah, which
I'll
Wow.
pass
does
on
not.
that.
It's also being made by Ubisoft, which does not fill my tum tum with any. Kind
Yeah,
of
that
anticipation.
is.
It fills it with puke. Actually,
Ubisoft,
I
you
don't-
believe they'll make a great game, but you be wrong.
Ubisoft in the brainstem.
Exactly.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I do not. I have.
My
And
chat
yes,
says
I am-
Fallout Star Wars made by Ubisoft. Kill it with fire.
Yes.
Uh,
All
Yes,
right.
I feel like
Rug Dug.
Supergiant,
All right.
Supergiant is the only. It's the only studio here that I know will not fail to put out good games, and so it's the one that I'm going to trust with my most anticipated vote.
Sorry,
Okay.
which one?
Supergiant.
Hades
All right.
too.
Supergiant
Yeah.
Games
Hades.
Yeah,
puts
All right.
consistently puts out good games.
Okay. All right, so my turn, real quick. It's tough.
Oh, right.
I haven't played Hades, so don't kill me. Just give me a minute, okay? I haven't played Hades.
It's okay.
I want to get it soon, but it's like it's also one of those games that it's basically a genre that I'm probably not attracted to playing. It's
Yeah.
I'm not a big roguelike guy either. Hades allows people who are not roguelike people to
Uh-huh.
like actually
Yeah.
still enjoy it. I turned on God mode when I played the game, and
Huh?
there's no shame in it.
Okay.
God mode
Uh,
God mode allows like basically every single run you get a little bit more powerful regardless of how good you get
Yeah.
at the game.
Oh, nice.
So it's a good way of actually helping you play.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, Like
And
a
then
Dragon.
It basically.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You finish.
Like a Dragon. I know I'm familiar with the Yakuza games, but again, it's one of those like it's a series that I haven't been like pulled into just yet, so I can't put my vote on that. Star Wars Outlaws. I mean, I love Star Wars, but it's Ubisoft we're talking here, so it's like.
It's also a Star
Cut.
Wars video game.
And so it
which
leaves
haven't
me-
been good since Unleashed.
And it leaves me with 2 votes: Tekken 8 or FF7 Rebirth. I've seen a lot of Tekken 8. It looks amazing. Tekken is honestly a really good
But I
franchise
hate
overall.
Tekken.
Don't hate on Tekken. I
No,
know.
no, no. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, like, it's further
Are you saying
iteration
it's just more
on.
Tekken?
It's just more Tekken.
It looks
It'd be like
awesome.
voting for the newest Call of Duty game. It's basically the same as the last Call of Duty game.
No, that's a little
Content,
disrespectful.
all the
That's a
FPS
little
gamers gonna come for
disrespectful.
my neck.
That's a little disrespectful, dude. I would never
No,
compare
okay,
Tekken with
hold
Call
on,
of Duty.
hold on.
Hell no. They don't even
Well,
release
okay,
that
I
often,
agree.
dude. Jesus, calm
Yeah,
yourself.
Tekkens do take a while to release. I will say that, but I also want to say, as a bar, it is absolutely not a hot take to say every COD is the same. Everybody but COD players say that, which
Yeah.
is 95% of the industry.
And then it leaves me with Rebirth, which I'm excited for, but the fucking thing is, I have to wait at least 3 months before it comes out on PC after it releases on PS5. So shit. And I love that. And I have to play Remake. I have to fucking play Remake one of these days.
Yes.
But
You also.
I need to...
I would argue you also have to play the original.
yep, I need that too. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I am a fan of the property, and
Don't
I'm
play-
enough of a fan that I haven't even bothered playing the games. I love even the fucking Advent Children,
Yeah.
despite how weird it is.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. I'm voting for Rebirth. I'm voting for Rebirth.
Okay.
Yep.
Incredible.
All right. Next.
Best data. Ooh, this is.
Oh, this one's tough.
Ooh, this is gonna be
This
rough.
one's real
Oh,
tough.
shit.
Besides Gran Turismo, which I don't give a shit, the others are really good choices too. It's like. Ooh.
I didn't even realize there was a Twisted Metal adaptation.
I
It's
heard
going to
it's
have your
good.
head for
It's
that.
on Peacock.
So the
It's going to have
Twisted-
your head
It's
for
on
that.
Paramount Plus.
I mean Ripley.
Mm.
That's probably why I haven't seen it.
yeah.
Okay, so the Twisted Metal, from what I heard, it's very contentious. I think this goes to the last. Like talking more than just who I'm voting for. I think this
Mhm.
just goes to The Last of Us. I
Yeah.
think it was the game was basically there was barely any game to The Last of Us in the first place, so
Wow.
it translates pretty damn well.
Yeah.
I think from what I've heard, Castlevania Nocturne was cool anime, but not
Mhm.
good Castlevania.
Ooh.
Gran Turismo was less about Gran Turismo. It was more about
It was
racing.
more a biopic. No, it was
It was
more
a
about
biopic.
a specific person
Yeah.
and less about like the racing and the game and anything else. It was
Yeah.
more specifically about the person.
Like Fast and
And-
The
Furious,
story of
but
a
more
gamer who
stupid.
got a real job.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally, it was.
Literally.
It was.
That's literally what my dad said to me when I told him about this movie. He's like,
That's
yeah, I heard
literally
that
what
story.
it
And he told me
Yeah.
that joke.
And I will just say, I respect the Super Mario Bros. Movie as the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I
Mhm.
do not respect it as a greater whole than itself.
I will be right back as well. I'm also getting a raid.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Hold on.
Nope.
Nope,
I
Scrib's
got it.
already got it.
Very good.
No.
Go ahead, Groups.
But
Oh.
Psycho, you
Scribs,
can
you-
do the other type of
Yeah,
shout out.
you didn't even do the other shoutouts.
No,
Scribs.
you can do
Jeez,
that one.
Come on. How am I not following Shiny?
I don't know.
Well, I got to rectify that.
Oh,
Yo,
boy.
Knockout
I'll
City
forget
actually
that.
went crazy back in the day.
Yeah. Now,
I like
for me, having not seen Castlevania Nocturne due to
I
not
also
having a
haven't seen
Netflix,
it.
I need to see it,
can't.
dude.
I want to watch Twisted Metal because I saw trailers for it when I was still working at the casino, and it looked fantastic.
Mm.
I didn't watch it, so
I heard
I
Sweet
don't
Tooth
want,
have
stole the
any
I
show.
on
want
it.
to watch it.
I heard
I've heard
Sweet
it's
Tooth stole the
contentious,
show.
but I don't know.
But,
Well, I mean, yeah, but Sweet Tooth always steals the show, like in the games as well.
Yeah. I did
But-
enjoy Gran Turismo, having gone
Honestly-
into it with no
Expectations.
With,
no
no
expectation-
expectation. Yeah.
no expectations onto what it was going to be about.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed The Last of Us, having seen gameplay of the entire game.
I would
Mhm.
also make one further argument for The Last of Us. They were filming In
Oh,
our
yeah.
city,
Your-
Scrooge.
Yes.
in
Yes.
That's
They
bias.
in-
That's super biased.
In our city.
Local bias. Yeah.
Bring
Local
more
bias.
work to
Honestly, with it being such a high profile show,
Mhm.
that brought a lot of attention to our province as a filming location.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Which like
is
we
really
were
nice.
like we do get a lot of like
back.
we do get a
Okay.
lot of like filming stuff here, but not nearly as much as like in Vancouver or Toronto. But the
I
fact
think there was
that
some
The
movies
Last of Us
filmed in Quebec.
was done here
Yeah.
definitely brought a lot of attention to us,
Yeah.
which I think is
Mhm.
amazing.
Now, I have not actually finished watching The Last of Us. I think I
so
still have like
good.
3
Same.
episodes. I think I still
do
had
not
like
finish
3
it.
episodes to go last time I looked. I'm really dreading watching those episodes because I know what happens.
It's so
Oh
good.
no.
Okay. I will
But
just
the
say
same-
the only ones I've seen anything remotely of are Last of Us show. I've seen a few
Mhm.
clips, and I've seen the Mario movie. Twisted Metal didn't even know it
Haven't?
existed. Gran Turismo haven't seen it, and I've been watching the original Castlevania anime adaptation. I haven't seen
Mhm.
Nocturne yet, though, but I've been watching the first Castlevania. That one's good as hell.
Oh
The
yeah,
first
the first one is
Castlevania-
amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then you get to the 3rd season and you're just like,
And
oh,
it
what
just-
happened?
Say nothing. I'm still on season 1. Say nothing, please. But
Oh.
yeah,
Hey,
so I think
yeah.
my
Asabora?
vote is
Asabora?
gonna go to Last of Us.
Shut
Hey,
up.
Asabora, stop after season 2.
No,
You're
no,
sorry.
no. Fuck you. No. Let him go through the whole thing. Okay, let him go through the
Honestly,
whole thing.
season 2 was kind of painful too, but like
Well, it was painful, but in like a solid way.
Enough! Don't ruin it for Bora. Don't ruin it for Bora.
but anyway.
I
All I'm
recommend
gonna
the
say is,
entire series.
I
I
never-
recommend the entire
all-
series, even season
all I'm gonna say
3.
is-
But I'll recommend say give it a watch.
I stopped
Okay.
watching in second last episode of season 3. I stopped watching and never came back. I was
Mm.
done.
So has everyone given their reasoning for
Nope,
this one?
not yet.
Yeah.
Not me.
Oh.
For the adaptation.
Yeah, I haven't said anything just yet. I need to see Nocturne, so I can't give it a vote. I don't give a shit about Gran Turismo, so I'm not giving it a vote. Last of Us. I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything like that because I haven't seen it either. Last of Us is just a property that never really pulled me in. I have played a little bit before,
I
but it was
mean,
back in the
it's
PS3.
zombies.
Yeah, it's
Zombies
like
are a hard sell.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like been there, done that. Also, I've been watching Walking Dead, so it's like I don't wanna go back to that for a
Okay,
bit.
but like Last of Us at least
I know.
could be it is a type of zombie that could happen.
Yeah.
It
Would've
don't
said-
it don't matter how, the when, and the
Reasonable.
why. It's still the same genre. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want to see Twisted Metal, but I've heard it was like mixed, but generally positively received. So I really want to give that a watch. The
Does this
only
mean you're
vote I
voting
can give it
Mario?
because I've seen the movie and I can't help but I did enjoy it. I think
Okay.
I think it deserves
Alright.
my vote. I'm giving it to Super Mario's at least for this year.
Okay.
I'm slightly disappointed that FNAF missed the deadline and has to go to next year because that would be the
Aw, that was
easiest
rough.
vote of my life.
Right.
Oh yeah.
'Cause when was the deadline? Like
I don't know. Hold on. Game
October, I think.
Awards. Wow, I can't spell.
I'm pretty sure it's anything before October.
That's the voting deadline. What's the cutoff date?
for nominations.
Okay, it says November 17th,
Mm.
which
how are nominees selected?
that doesn't make any sense because it's all the nominations are already out. So
And by the time next year comes up, people are gonna forget about FNAF for a bit. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
doubt
the
it.
cutoff
That
date
movie
for
was good.
eligibility? Games eligible for the Game Awards this year must be available for public consumption on or before Friday, November 17th.
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
So-
I think
I still
that
think
might
it's
be
sometime
wrong.
in
so, like, it
October,
could
but yeah.
have. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next category, best multiplayer, and oh my god, what is that one fucking
I'm
game doing
pretty
there?
Party Animals got a lot of attention.
I'm not even talking about Party Animals.
No,
I'm talking about
but
Diablo
Street
4.
Fighters.
I'm talking about
Oh,
Diablo
Diablo
4.
Yeah,
Well,
Diablo has almost.
If Solus was here,
Does it
he
have
would
any-
vehemently defend it.
Does it,
It
have
probably has.
any
It probably
multiplayer?
It
Diablo?
probably has multiplayer the same way that Diablo 2 had multiplayer.
Diablo 4 is only multiplayer.
No, you
Really?
can play. You can.
It's
you can play
only
solo.
online. Well,
Yeah,
you
you
can play by yourself, but
oh,
you
in
have
that
to be
case, then
connected
you
at
have
all
to be
times.
online.
That in that case, then it's like how Diablo 3
Oh.
had multiplayer.
Oh, Diablo 3.
I have
Okay.
a really good argument here.
All right, go ahead.
Mhm.
Blizzard Entertainment, don't vote Diablo 4.
Don't
yeah,
go Diablo 4.
No.
No.
yeah,
No.
no. And I'm pretty sure that at least three of us are going to be biased because we are currently playing this
Oh,
in
yeah.
multiple groups.
Fuck yeah. Of course you
Yeah.
guys are.
I
Baldur's
want to play
Gate
Party
3.
Animals. It looks like tons of fun. It looks like a new Gang Beasts.
Mm.
The
No,
thing is-
no desire to play Street Fighter.
Mm.
Wonder looks weird, and Diablo 4 is Diablo 4, so I think it's Baldur's Gate.
Hey,
Yeah.
why does weird mean bad, first of all? I think Super Mario Bros. Wonder is very, very interesting. I don't think
Mhm.
it can hold its own in this category, but I think
No.
it deserves to be in it regardless. I think it's a really,
Oh,
really
absolutely.
cool...
The
For
problem
those of you who
is,
don't know,
Was
Super
it-
Mario Brothers took like a Souls approach, like a Souls
Oh.
game approach to its multiplayer, which
Oh,
was
no.
cool.
Okay.
What?
Where like this where like you
Oh,
can
I
see
think-
other players around and they can
Oh,
like
yeah.
kind of support you in different ways. They can let you
So,
can
hang
leave
on,
like standees and messages
sorry.
and stuff.
I have a video. I have a video for
I
y'all
wouldn't
to
call that
watch
Souls-like.
because I
Souls like
thought this was the
multiplayer is what I'm
cutest
saying,
fucking thing
Asabora. The way
ever.
Souls games do their multiplayer is what I was talking about.
There are many other games you could
For
make
some
a
reason, I
comparison
think
to
I-
for a side
For some
scroller.
reason, when I think
what?
for some reason when I think Souls, I think some people are going to be sabotaging each other. There is this Super Mario
like
Bros.
invasions?
allow you for sabotaging? Like
It does not allow you to invade other players. No.
Then that's
But it-
disappointing.
it
That's
has-
fucking
it has a
disappointing.
It has a very, very interesting like. It's a very, very interesting gameplay. Like the way you connect online and play with other people and are able to help out other people, and it's like you aren't able to screw over other people, because I feel like that would be really frustrating because people would just troll online and then nobody would go online. Instead, it's like you're supporting people and you can like give people power-ups. You can let people borrow your power-ups, and you can place like standees at very specifically difficult sections so that people can come back to life easier, or you can like walk with somebody and you get extra points for getting to the flagpole with somebody else. It's adorable.
Okay.
And it's that
I'm-
kind of like Souls-like multiplayer where it's like you feel connected to a community when you play.
Actually,
You
now
feel
that
like
the
everybody's
way you're
trying to
describing it, it feels more like Death Stranding than Dark Souls.
That too. Honestly, that too.
Yeah.
I didn't think of Death Stranding, but absolutely the way Death Stranding has
I may have
online.
to ask. I may have to ask my coworker if he has access to like a demo copy of the game
Mhm.
and can like bring it into work someday because he works for Nintendo.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Let's get the bias souls out of the way. Almost a third of you, no, more than half of you are going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. I know for a fact that's going to be. So
Yeah,
explain why
Yeah.
quickly.
Okay.
Because the sheer amount. Okay, one, the sheer amount of chaos. Two, the way that every game ends up different because each new person that you play with, makes different decisions,
Mhm.
Plus, also the dice rolls running
and the dice
pretty
rolls.
much everything.
Mhm.
Meaning that
Okay.
one
And
game
every-
can have something happen that another game doesn't because of a few points on the dice.
One thing I will say is just sorry, Asbor, you go first. There,
I just had to share. I just had to share a video about the Super Mario.
Where are you sharing it?
I shared it in the live comms chat.
Okay.
Okay.
So for Baldur's Gate, what I like about the multiplayer is that it's very easy to join up with other players. A function of it that we haven't really been using yet in our group, at least, is that even for our solo games, we can have other players, other like friends of ours, jump into our solo games, help us out with something if we just want to play together, and then you can continue on with your solo player game. So people can jump in and out at will and just control some of the NPCs, or you can start from the very beginning as like making your own character, and then you could have people jump in and out randomly that weren't originally one of the 4 characters. They can control like Gale or something for like 1 week that one of the original players is missing. They can fill a spot, and then you can have people jump back in. So you could potentially have like 10 or 12 people all playing the same game and then just alternating back and forth. So the amount of people that can play together, the amount of character customization, and every single playthrough you're doing with different groups of people can feel completely different as well with the customization and the amount of stuff you can do in the story. I think that alone just brings it to the top amongst all of the other games.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm just going to say that like the reason I haven't voted for Baldur's Gate at all here is because I feel like Baldur's Gate already went home from the Golden Joystick Awards with 5 awards.
Rightfully so.
They don't need any more.
They don't need more, but like
their closet is their trophy room is already stuffed as it is. They can't take in any more. Okay.
Legitimately, in not like a way that shows detriment to Baldur's Gate, in not a way that says Baldur's Gate is a bad game, because it absolutely is not. I feel like Baldur's Gate was absolutely overhyped this season.
I don't think so.
I think 100% Baldur's Gate was overhyped in a lot of ways, and the way it's permeating and changing the awards, I'm not going to be mad if they win an award. I think that the team did a fantastic job. I do think that, yes, what is going on?
You're literally becoming off Sabora when he was arguing that Elden Ring is overrated, dude. You're doing the exact same thing.
Here's the difference. Here's the big difference here. I don't think that Baldur's Gate is a bad game in any means, and I've played it and I've enjoyed it. I haven't played it nearly as much as some of the other people here, but I feel like Baldur's Gate fails in very specific circumstances that isn't being talked about. I feel like Baldur's Gate
multiplayer game. Right now we're on the multiplayer.
Let's just focus on a feature. Let's just talk about the feature here. Let's not go too far.
Specifically multiplayer, I think that multiplayer is a lot more fun based on your playing with the other people, and not based on the game systems itself, where a lot of these other games could probably be better, could probably fit the multiplayer thing itself. I feel like Baldur's Gate kind of feels like a bunch of single player games mishmashing at the same time from what I have seen, and you guys could disagree with that, and that's totally fine, but I feel like Baldur's Gate does not have as much of a multiplayer experience as some of the other things in here. And again, I'm not voting for Mario Brothers Wonder. I was just giving it its time of day. I'm voting for Street Fighter 6.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Fair enough.
Although, wait, I do have a question for Baldur's Gate. Can you PvP, quote unquote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you actually can.
Then it counts. It counts as multiplayer.
And you had to kill Scribs.
Yeah, they had to kill me. They had to kill me because I kept picking people's pockets. I had to lock their inventory so I would stop going in the party inventory screen and just grabbing shit out of people's pockets.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All
And then
right.
we killed Scribs a second time because she got mind controlled by a hag, but that's
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
different
yeah.
story.
Oh, whoops.
There is that. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Let me just go through it
Yeah.
as quickly as I can here. Okay. So, I'm kind of in the same boat with Spyco. Like, it's almost hard not to pick Baldur's Gate 3 because it's too fucking good in a few instances, and it's like you got too many awards. Shut the fuck up. You need
Yeah.
you need to chill. Diablo 4. Not even gonna answer that. Okay, and then leaves Super Mario Wonder. I can't vote it because obviously I haven't played it myself. Party Animals I haven't played either, but here's the thing, like I've played similar games that are functionally like Party Animals, and this is now where it comes down to like what's more important, co-op or competitive, and whether, what would you constigate it, or both. Party Animals is extremely competitive, obviously. Street Fighter 6 also competitive. Baldur's Gate is more cooperative, but it does have a few ways of making it competitive, although I would argue the balancing might be kind of broken. And obviously, Mario Bros. Is very competitive. It's hard for me to vote because I think, honestly, despite the fact that these are the nominees for Best Multiplayer, I feel like these are like the weakest nominees for multiplayer as a whole, personally. Like, I kind of wish there were
I don't think
other...
we've had a lot of multiplayer this year because I feel like the industry is kind of getting burnt out due to games as a service being a thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like this bracket is a little bit
It's probably...
difficult.
Yeah, it's
this
probably
year.
one of the weaker nominations in this particular category because the games are good and all that, but like really, you're giving best multiplayer to these? I don't know. And so either I will vote for I will either join the bias and vote for Baldur's Gate 3, or I go with like probably my best my I wouldn't say like my preferred choice, but it's like, at least this is a very good game that kind of deserves it. I'm going to give it to Street Fighter. Because at least the competitive nature of it is actually pretty fucking amazing. So, and not to mention that it has also,
Niff?
Niff is.
Hey, Niff, just
Hey,
let
Niff.
me know you're supposed
You know,
to be in
yeah,
here,
you were
motherfucker.
you're
Yeah.
supposed to be here, dog.
Niff, where are you?
You
Ripley?
No,
Both of you, get the fucking.
Ripley is
I
busy.
told-
Ripley is busy, apparently.
Oh, yeah, no, get in
I
here.
told you guys, Nick was definitely not checking his messages. You guys wanna move on to the next
all right.
category?
So
If you want to
because
do
we got a little section. Yeah,
Okay.
I love the competitive nature.
Not
Plus, it also.
mandatory, Niff,
wait,
but
Sorry, and not to mention they have I forgot the fucking net code. It's
Rollback?
basically rollback, dude, and rollback net code. You're good. You got the god tier levels of multiplayer. So anyway, moving on. Best sports racing. Just for the memes, I'm putting Hot Wheels.
Same. I didn't even think.
seriously?
No,
Yeah,
listen.
Hot Wheel.
Listen. Hot Wheels games actually go absolutely crazy. They go insane because not only do you have a combination of like really cool level design because they're based they don't like they're not Hot Wheels games in like we're putting a bunch of our Hot Wheels cars in this big world. No, they're like the size of Hot Wheels cars and you're racing them. And I love that aesthetic of tiny toys in like a big
love
world.
that.
Hi Neff, welcome.
Hi.
Hey.
Glad you could join us.
Glad you could make it, buddy. How you
Glad you
feeling?
can make it.
Yep.
Good.
To be very clear, this wasn't mandatory. It was very much just kind of like a, hey, we're all doing this thing. We should probably talk about it before the night. But, you know.
I forgot about it. I had other plans. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Not a
okay.
problem.
All
Not a
good.
problem.
Good.
We love
We're
it
about
anyway.
10 votes in, so you're gonna need to speed run through your votes.
Yeah. We
All
started
right.
at the bottom and are going
Yeah, we
up.
started with esports and we're working our way back.
Do we have any conversations to be had besides Hot Wheels or
It's
something?
No.
sports
we're
and
curious
racing.
about?
Move on.
It's sports and racing. I got
Okay.
nothing.
I got
Everybody pick
Literally
Hot
my
Wheels and
note
we move
here-
on.
Literally, my note. I didn't even write anything for this one.
The only thing I could possibly say about any of the other
did I
games
say?
is with Forza, they always do a very good job with the graphic fidelity of the game, like making it look so realistic and making the cars and the environment of the racetracks look amazing. So I'll give it that. And then the crew, I'm not sure about Motorfest, but I do remember with the crew too, because I have played that. It wasn't just car racing, you could also race, it was like planes and boats. So it wasn't just cars, like you could race like multiple different kinds of vehicles, which compared to other racing games was a very nice twist. I don't know much about Motorfest, but if it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, which is why I'm ending up voting for
Yeah.
Hot Wheels. I've never played it, but like Hot Wheels goes crazy. But I will say, I will give those two other games their quick little shout out saying, Forza does very good in like making the game look beautiful, and Crew put an interesting twist on the racing genre. F1 23, never heard of it, but it's just Formula One racing. And EA Sports football is soccer is soccer. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Literally every single sports game just feels the same.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Cool.
Yep. Moving on.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
Best sim strategy. I have things to say, but you guys can go first because I obviously have a lot of things to say.
Knowing you, Spyco, there's a high chance you're going to be probably picking Pikmin 4.
This is not my genre. I have nothing to say.
I think
only
Ripley might come in and start yelling about something soon.
I have only played 2 of the games in this category. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Pikmin.
That's great.
You better not let Ripley hear that shit.
You're breaking my heart.
I played the demo of Pikmin 4, and of the Pikmin that I have played, it was the most enjoyable Pikmin.
Yeah, absolutely agree on that.
Skins, how could you hurt Ashley like this?
But honestly, I just enjoy being the overgod of an entire city.
City Skylines.
City Skylines. Oh,
I'm gonna
I played the
say City
first one.
Skylines
I
is out.
love the City Skylines 2 is on there.
It's not gonna get my vote. It came out too soon.
No. Let us groups finish, and then you can go ahead and talk now.
Okay, so I have played like SimCity. Like I used to play SimCity 2000 like religiously when I was a child, and this is.
You seem like that kind of person.
City Skylines and City Skylines 2 is like it's SimCity's grandchild from a adopted grandchild. You get to do basically everything that you could do in SimCity, except it just looks prettier.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Nif.
It came out too soon. It's not getting my vote.
Oh, you gotta sign in.
Fair. What came out too soon?
City Skylines.
Oh. But
We all don't have that arbitrary hardline rule.
Yeah, do you have thoughts on any of the games that are up for this category?
Honestly, it's probably just gonna go to Pikmin because I've been enjoying watching people play Pikmin, and it's not my kind of game. Nothing here is really my kind of game, but I enjoy when I see people get out of Pikmin. For me, means a lot.
At least for me, out of all of these, probably the one that if there was like any one game I really wanted to try out is Advanced Wars 1+2, because I remember seeing this game series as a kid, and although I know that this one looks very different from what it would look like in the past, but I'm kind of like, I think out of all of these, I probably might play that. I know Pikmin 4 is like a fan favorite, and I probably think it's going to win this year pretty easily. So let's, for the sake of just being different, let's just put. I'm just gonna vote for Advanced Wars, but I'm sure Pikmin's gonna win. All right, we're ready to move on.
What are your thoughts?
Oh yeah.
No, you're not. Asbor, say your thoughts if you do you have any.
I love the Fire Emblem franchise. Haven't played Engage. I haven't really heard much about it. Lots of people say it's mid. Pikmin, you're gonna hate me for this. I have not played a Pikmin game since I could play them in the McDonald's play places when they had GameCubes there.
Real.
McDonald's had GameCubes in their play places.
Yeah, you didn't know. Hold on.
Some of them
You
did.
didn't know
Okay,
Some of them did.
Damn, dude.
To
Yeah,
be
that was
fair,
awesome times.
we never went to McDonald's around that time.
Yeah, no, Idol. We also lived in like the
Yeah.
scummy, like we would visit like the scummy parts of the city
Yeah.
where
Oof.
their play places didn't get anything nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember playing Pikmin a few times
Or we'd
at
be, or we'd hit the big
McDonald's,
sticks at
but I've
like,
never
Walmart
I've
or
never had
something.
one of them myself. I've never played any of the games outside of the first one. So Pikmin's not my jam. Company Heroes, not my jam. City Skylines, never heard of it. Advance Wars, always wanted to play it as a kid, never could. So I might go back and play it now because I know nothing about it. I don't know. I'm literally rolling the die on this one here. You can hear me roll the die.
Hold on before you pick. Hold on before you pick.
Oh, okay.
Hold on before you pick. All right. Well, first thing, I have to give my dues to Advance Wars. It had a rough time. This is the second time in a row that Advance Wars has tried to release during current world events. The first time Advance Wars released, it was on 9/11. So Advance Wars got pushed back multiple times due to multiple different current world events. So shout out to Advance Wars. You're going through it, buddy. However, the objectively correct answer to this is Pikmin 4.
Yeah, of course, I knew it. I fucking knew it. You're predictable.
It
as
is.
shit.
There is no. Listen, Pikmin 4 could have been in the Game of the Year bracket, and I wouldn't have bat an eye. That game is not only beautiful, the gameplay is perfect. It is a complete It is a evolution. It is an evolution of like a combination of sim strategy games and collectathons. Is what Pikmin 4 is. It scales down its captains and tightens its controls, and my Spotify keeps turning off because I keep ranting. Pikmin 4
Turn off
genuinely
Spotify.
it's my background music, Skibs.
He's got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Like Energizer.
Listen. If I will say this, if you have not given Pikmin 4 a chance, there is still a demo available. I highly suggest it. It's one of the most approachable ones in the entire series. And like as somebody who was dauntingly afraid of touching the Pikmin series before Pikmin 4 came out, like I was seriously afraid because I didn't think I'd be able to survive the time mechanic. Because that's gone in Pikmin 4, it's pure Dandori. It's absolutely fun. There's enough challenge for people who like challenge to enjoy, but if you don't like challenge, you can still cruise along. It's the perfect Nintendo experience. Just pure, beautiful game design. Moi, moi, moi. Pikmin 4 all the way.
Actually,
I take my bow.
Well, I rolled the die and I rolled a 1, so I'm voting Advance Wars.
Okay, so
we need to
Spikos.
speed this up. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and we've only gotten through a third of the categories.
And Bora needs to play some Genshin today.
That was my original stream, guys. This is gonna literally take all night at this rate if we're
by the way,
5 minutes per person per category.
Funny note, I've just bought Advance Wars, so haha. Anyway, best family game.
Here is where I will vote for Pikmin 4.
Okay.
As somebody who has played Pikmin 4 with my little siblings, it is so fun as a family game because you can support like your little siblings as they play. There's this little thing called the Pebble Pitcher. If you guys remember Super Mario Galaxy, where
Yes.
like you could control a cursor. It's basically that,
Oh,
except
I
the
love
more you
that.
interact with stuff, like you get like buffs for the kid that you're helping with, and it was a really fun experience with one of my smalls.
That's so
we got
cute.
to play
I
together.
love that.
Okay.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right. So here's my vote real quick. Honestly, like all these guys are as good. I was originally gonna think like maybe Sonic, because it's been a while since Sonic got nominated for something, and honestly, this looks cute. But I'm only voting for Party Animals because I unironically love the idea of a game that's called a family game, and the main purpose of it is to beat the living shit out of each other. So I'm gonna vote for Party Animals.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about this category.
Vote
Yeah.
Pikmin 4. If
No.
Pikmin 4 doesn't listen, if Pikmin 4 doesn't win at least an award, I stop streaming.
We we never decided on like what kind of like consequences if something wins.
We can talk about
We
that
can
later.
talk
We
about
can talk
that
about that
later.
later.
Talk about
We
that
can
later.
talk about that when we get to the big one, game of the year.
Yeah.
For
Alright.
now, I rolled the die again because I have no opinions on any of these
Well,
5 games
just
and
pick
landed
Pikmin
on
4. Just
landed on
Pikmin-
Party
Just,
Animal.
just
Just
pick
pick
Pikmin
Pikmin
4.
Animals.
four.
No,
Just pick.
I have
Just
sworn to uphold the rules of the dice.
You.
RNG. RNG.
Ugh.
Literally.
Best fighting game.
I'm
I don't know
voting
how
for S-
Nickelodeon All Star Brawl got in here. I'll be super honest.
It
Ripley
just came
says
out.
she's gonna buy my vote.
Wow.
Wow. Do
Wow.
it, Ripley. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Ripley.
You won't.
Okay, let me go through
You
this. Let
won't.
me go through this real quick because fighting games, I'm a little more familiar with this. Unfortunately, I haven't played Gods of Rock, Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. I have played the first one. I enjoyed it, but it's still rough around the edges, and I've seen Brawl 2 being just as rough around the edges, so I can't really vote in good conscience for this game. Pocket Bravery, I have never even heard of this game, but I'm willing to try it. It
Yeah.
looks interesting. That leaves 2 actual fighting games, Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter 6. MK1 is fun. No, obviously, obviously it's pretty fun, pretty violent. I love it. But I have to say that Street Fighter 6, it does so many fucking good things. It's even got a good single-player adventure mode where you can create your character. It can look the most ridiculous-looking thing you've ever seen. Your created characters can be fought online against other players, and of course, a lot of the system mechanics in there are superb. It is the most beginner-friendly version of Street Fighter there is because they've introduced like a modern control set that anybody can jump into and play with no hesitation, no difficulty. There's you can just jump right in and play it. It's fun and it's actually viable. Surprisingly, like you can actually compete against those who play even the classic controllers. It's got accessibility features, which we'll talk about in the next actual thing. But this is honestly Street Fighter 6 stole the fucking show. It is a feature complete game. I cannot say the same for anything else. So Street Fighter 6 wins this shit.
I will keep what I said. What I'm going to say very, very quick. I'm voting Street Fighter 6 because I think it's between Street Fighter 6 and Mortal Kombat, and I cannot, in good conscience, ever vote for Mortal Kombat because I do not respect the series or the people who make the series. Not the devs, to be very clear. The devs need to be treated better. They are treated badly, and
It's
I don't
WB.
like that.
You hate WB.
It's more than WB. It's Mortal Kombat very specifically. They make their animators watch Live Leak, and many ones have left the company due to being
sorry,
completely
what?
traumatized.
What?
They make their animators watch Live Leaks, and I can't support that ever.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, no.
Black.
Let's not dive into
dark
it.
web.
Let's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
That's a thing. For
It's
Okay.
dark web
hours.
stuff, Bora.
Dark
Okay,
web
I've
stuff.
never heard of that
Yeah.
before, but okay.
Oh.
It's bad.
That's because
And-
it's dark web stuff.
Yeah. Street Fighter 6, easy.
Yep. Street Fighter. Just because of the custom character creation. That's what brings it over the top for me.
Okay. Tightest bracket is next.
Ooh,
Oh,
best
boy.
RNG.
Oh, God.
This is
RPG.
I'll
This is a
I'll have the
disgusting
last
category.
say in this. I'll have the last say in this.
fuck.
So anybody else who wants to start,
I
just
mean,
go
I've
ahead.
only played one
Ooh.
game here. I have only
I
played
played-
Baldur's Gate 3.
Same.
I've
As-
played 2 of them. I want to play 2 of the other ones, and I have absolutely zero interest in Starfield.
True. As the canonical not an RPG guy, I will really quickly go through my thoughts and feelings. Number 1, I'm voting Baldur's Gate 3. This is the only category I'm voting it for. Number 2, Final Fantasy. There's something about Final Fantasy that I just don't get the hype. It just seems too long, too much, but I can respect it because it's Final Fantasy. Lies of P seems like it's the first Souls-like game not made by FromSoft to actually understand what a Souls-like is. Sea of Stars is an indie game, and it looks mwah. Starfield,
It's a
that's
Bethesda
all.
game.
It's Bethesda. It's a Bethesda game in space.
I like
And,
space, but they removed the space from my space game, so you know.
yeah. And okay, I did hear one thing about Starfield that makes me a little bit interested in it. You can get a double in a can.
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, but hear me out. Okay, Starfield also had the space shanty.
Which
The
is really
space
cool.
shanty guy.
I did like that a
What?
lot. But they got the guy from Longest Johns to do a space shanty, and it was really good.
A sea
Nice.
shanty
Oh.
does not a best RPG make.
No, it doesn't.
I will
but
have
like,
to-
but
I
like,
will
I had
have
to,
to
I had
look
to
this
point that
up.
out to people.
I will have to look this up, but it still doesn't save the game enough
No, it doesn't.
to get my vote.
Yeah,
No.
it's still a Bethesda game that did nothing new besides
Yeah,
add
it-
new doors.
If you have anything to say about this category,
Listen, Final Fantasy, great series. Liza P, you did great. You're Bloodborne. I love you. Starfield,
Mwah.
you didn't set everyone's computer on fire. I'm proud of you for that. Sea of Stars, I never heard of you, but I like your art. I'm gonna look into you. But Baldur's
Everybody
Gate,
look at Sea of Stars.
look at that Baldur's Gate. Take this
Mm.
from a man whose saves come 3 different times the top character. That is gonna be the best
I
RPG
was
winner of
there
all
for
time.
that.
Oh my God.
And I will
Top
constantly remind
character.
you about it, Gecko Dick.
Oh, Sea of Stars is the one with the really cool fast travel. Yo,
Sea of Stars
Okay.
is
What?
awesome.
the really
Sea of Sta-
cool fast travel
I'll
mechanic.
quickly explain that. There are giant stone giants. They put you in an
Yeah.
orb, and then they chuck your entire party to another giant, and the giant
Yeah.
catches it and releases you from the orb.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's
It's not cute art.
Sea of
Alright.
Stars is very, very
I have to
cool.
look at this. Oh my god.
If you like RPGs, we had a good year
my
for
God, that's
indie
so
RPGs
cool.
between
I'll take a
between
look at it
Cassette
later.
Beasts and Sea of Stars. This was a good year for indie RPGs, and I might
Alright.
check
I'm gonna
either
add
one of them
that
out.
to my wish list.
I gotta
Yeah.
check out Sea
Um,
of Stars myself.
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
so let me. Oh,
the
go Scripps, go
showcase.
Scripps.
Is it on? No, I'm just
It's
looking
it's
to
on
see
Steam.
if it's on.
Okay, while they're looking at
I'm
that, I'll
looking to
go.
see if it's on Xbox Game Pass.
Lies of P, I've heard people hyping it up, but they're also the people that were really hyping up lots of other like Dark Souls like games and Elden
I
Ring.
just have to.
And after
I
getting
just have to
burnt out from Elden Ring, probably not gonna play it. Final Fantasy 16, I've got so many other Final Fantasy games on my backlog, but I would like to play 16. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful. The
They're going to burn
storytelling
the
I've heard is
world.
pretty good. And the action combat, as opposed to turn-based combat in previous Final Fantasy games, the action combat in 16, from what I've seen, does look really cool, especially the fights between the gods. But
Mm.
Baldur's Gate wins out in the end.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
surprises there, I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play Final Fantasy 16 since my last stream of it
Mm.
on release day.
Oh yeah.
It's been that long. I thought you played it since. Damn.
No.
Gotcha.
I feel like Final Fantasy games are just like that.
All right.
feel like
So,
Deeply difficult to get back into.
all right. So let me try to go through this as quickly as I can. Okay. So Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, for fuck's sake, this.
Baldur's Gate
Th-
3.
Pulling up a
if that,
thing.
like this is like it's RPG to the max when it comes to
Yeah,
what
I
it
mean, it's
offers.
literally.
Okay.
It,
Final
it's
Fantasy
literally
16.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Obviously, classic series, but of course it does deviate a little bit. In fact, there was controversy with this game that it deviates a little too far from its traditional roots to a degree. A lot of people have been comparing it to DMC pretty much, which, hey, it's not a complaint. I just think it's very different from what you'd expect. I hope it comes out on PC relatively soon, hopefully next year, please. And I would certainly love to play it, but I can acknowledge that it does look different. Lies of P, it's basically Bloodborne for PC, thank Christ. Sea of Stars, I already put it on my wish list, but we'll see how that works.
I'm
Starfield.
already installing it.
Starfield.
It's
my
on
God.
Game
Okay. Here, I'm gonna go through Starfield real quick. I wasn't hyped for this game, and for the most part, it's a Bethesda game. Now, here's the truth when it comes to my experience
10
with the
second
Bethesda
mark.
games. Shut the fuck up. When it comes to Bethesda games, I honestly have very little experience. I've never played Skyrim. I dare not touch Fallout games, honestly, because they just don't really pique my interest. So you could argue that Starfield is my legit very first experience in a Bethesda RPG. And I gotta say, I do enjoy it for what it is. I don't think it's perfect. I think if this thing came out in 2017 or 2018, I think nobody would be bitching about it. But I think it's really good. I think it's really good. I do find it enjoyable. I'm still have a lot of hours into the game, and I still want to continue to play it until the end, and hopefully max it out. Maybe do a few new games plus. But in good conscience, I cannot give it to anybody else here besides Baldur's Gate 3, because for crying out loud, dude, that shit's broken hard. What the fuck, dude?
So good.
Yep.
It is.
It's too
It
goddamn
is.
good.
It is the definition of role-playing game.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
It is.
Beck's action adventure. Also, I'm starting from now 1 minute 30 timer I have set up
Yeah.
for everybody. Cool.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool.
It sounds good.
All right.
Who-
I guess I'll start this time.
Go.
Starting a time.
Legend of Zelda. You come to my TED Talk.
Agreed.
Damn.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Idle.
Agreed.
Legend. I literally have not played any other games than Legend of Zelda, so like, I can't say anything.
Niff.
Star Wars Survivor. I'm sorry. Tears of the Kingdom is just Breath of the Wild with Minecraft.
Oh.
That is-
Damn.
And
Fuck.
I thought the Minecraft
Fighting
was...
words.
And I still have a minute 30, bitch. I still got time. I thought, I got words to say right now. I thought the building was forced, not needed for every puzzle that they shoved it into. I thought it was a pain in the ass to break things apart. The game had too many negatives for me to consider it to be a great game.
Okay.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Damn. Savage.
It's
You-
good story,
is it-
good everything else, but that mechanic fucking ruined it for me.
Gotcha.
I can understand that. I can
Yeah.
understand that.
All right.
What?
Scripps.
Okay. I've watched a little bit of gameplay of Alan Wake 2. I've watched a lot of gameplay of Spider-Man 2.
Mhm.
It looks amazing. They brought in Venom. I gotta say,
Yo.
they brought in Venom. Haven't seen anything
19
about
inches.
About oh shit. Jedi Survivor looks really good, and it's a continuation of
Jedi
Fallen Order, which I enjoyed when I did
1
play
minute
it.
warning.
I'm waiting for it. I'm
Shut the
waiting
fuck
for Survivor to come up on PC before I can play. Before I play it, even though I'm waiting for it to come up on Game Pass.
Oh, Game Pass. Okay.
I'm waiting for it to come up on Game Pass so that I can play it. Now, Tears of the Kingdom. I really enjoyed it. It pulls at the freaking heartstrings. Once you actually get into the nitty gritty of the story and ignore the puzzles. It just
Okay.
it pulls at the heartstrings.
Okay.
So Zelda.
Spyco, your turn.
Alan Wake, I think is more of an art piece than a good game. So I'm just gonna say that. Like, I like Alan Wake. I think it's really cool, but like more art than action adventure. So, Marvel Spider-Man 2. I think if it were to win at anything, I think it'd be this category. So I wish it the best, but I'm not voting for it. Resident Evil 4. It's a remake. I didn't care about the first game. I don't care about this game. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, that game was too buggy and unfocused that I can't respect it. The first game was so good, and this one just kind of faltered. Legend of Zelda, I hear a lot of the complaints, and I do have complaints about the game that maybe are sitting in a script somewhere at some point we'll get out. However, it is better than Breath of the Wild. It had the story that I missed. It wasn't perfect on the story, but it had the story I needed. It was epic, and if you have beaten the game, you understand what I mean when I have never played the ending of a game. Sorry, I have, but I've never played the ending of a AAA game that has thoroughly moved me in the way that game did. Probably one of my favorite ending sequences, so I have to give it to Tears of the Kingdom. Also, this is probably the only category that Tears of the Kingdom can feasibly win.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'll have to possibly.
All right. My turn real quick. Alan Wake 2. Not interested in the franchise, so I can't give it my vote. Resident Evil 4. I'm going to call it Ripley's favorite, for sure. If she were here, she would definitely vote for Resident Evil 4. And I heard it was really good, so
She did.
fantastic.
Yeah,
She
Ripley
did.
literally just said, giving it to my son, Resident Evil 4.
Nice. Jedi Survivor. Never had a chance to play even the first game. I think I have it for free on on Epic Games, so I'll have to see if I can get a chance at
Epic
least.
did have it for free.
All right, so I got it. Tears of the Kingdom. I can't, in good conscience, give it a vote because I haven't played it, and also it doesn't really pull me in. I'm sorry, the Zelda franchise doesn't pull me in. Besides Twilight Princess, I'm
enough.
sorry.
Wind Waker.
And then Spider-Man 2. I've already played the first game, and it's enjoyable. Spider-Man 2 looks like obviously a very decent, a very good upgrade to the original game. You get to play as the two Spider-Men. The action is amazing. The web swinging amazing. The boss battles are amazing. The story's pretty good. And even though I've never even played Spider-Man 2, again, it functionally works the same way as the first game, so I could just say that's, as far as like the fun factor out of all these, to me, Spider-Man just wins this. It is like the premier superhero game of the year, so I'm giving it my vote in this case. I can't wait for it to come out on PC. There's gonna be a lot of these games. Shit. Oh no!
Okay.
Not this category. Fuck.
What's
Oh,
next?
hell.
Best action game.
Oh,
So-
action game.
Can I go first?
Yes, go.
Yes.
This is a fucked category first.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Dead Island 2, get that out of here. Nobody cares. Armored
Okay.
Core goes crazy. Ghost Runner, I'm only playing the first game right now, thanks, Zekriox.
Yep.
So I know the game is good, but I don't know much about the second game, sadly. Hi-Fi Rush is just solid passion put into a game. However, in terms of best action game, I don't think so. I put my vote down for Remnant 2, specifically because of the pure game design that I've seen instilled in this game. It is a beautifully crafted game, and I can do nothing but just... I need to play it. I need to play it soon. I need to drag somebody along with me to play Remnant 2.
Was
Because
it
it
co-op?
is a
What's up?
co-op Souls-like gun game.
Oh,
Ooh.
that actually kind of sounds fun.
It
Wait,
That
goes
does sound
crazy.
I
interesting.
think
It's
I've
great.
seen Grim
You've
Necromancer playing
seen
the
Grim
first
play
one.
it. You've seen Grim play it. We were both in a
Grim.
call watching him get crushed by cubes.
Oh, was that one? I thought it was the... Okay. Then yeah,
Yeah,
I do
that's
know of
Remnant
this
2.
game. Okay.
It looks really, really fun. It also has some solid RPG and loot and shoot mechanics, and I'm just like, give me that. Nom, 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 nom. Anybody
Laura?
else?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Dead Island, get the fuck out of here. I think the only reason it made it on this list is because they only had 4 top contenders and they needed a 5th. Hi-Fi Rush, never seen anything of it, but I do like their
Oh my
art
God.
style.
Check it
Ghost
out.
Runner, also never heard anything about that one. The only 2 I have really anything to say about is Remnant 2 and Armored Core. Remnant 2, from what I've seen from other streamers playing it, it does look like a cool game. I would consider playing it if I had the extra money on hand. It does look like a fun game.
1 minute.
Armored Core, I have tried it out myself. It is tons of fun, if not very fucking frustrating.
Yes, it is.
Bosses.
It's
It's
from
a FromSoft
Soft game.
Of
Yep,
course.
which I can definitely, after that last boss that I pretty much rage quit on, yeah, I could very much tell. Funny enough, there were no bosses in Elden Ring that I rage quit on. Armored Core, on my first stream, I found my first boss that I rage quit on. So, but because I did very much enjoy the
30
gameplay of
minute.
it, and I've loved playing mecha games in the past, and this basically gives me that mecha game itch, I'm giving it to Armored Core.
I also said minute. I apologize. I meant second. I assume you all figured that out.
All right.
I was basically done.
Let's see, Nif.
All right. Now we got a lot of good contenders here. Remnant 2, you're a very solid game. I'm like Spike, let's run through it. Ghost Runner, haven't seen nothing about you. Dead Island, you broke my heart with the first one. Get the fuck out of here with your sequel. Armored Core, I hear you're a great game. And I appreciate that. But guys, allow me to fucking say something here. I'm just gonna start reading names here. Misty Lee, Gabe Kunda, Camilla, I'm not gonna try to pronounce his last name, Erica Lindbeck, Robbie fucking Damon.
Ooh.
If you want one of the
Wait.
best
Oh.
fucking games I've ever played, to just sit down and play. This game is living on my ROG Ally right now, and I'm playing it between Spider-Man. Hi-Fi Rush has to be one of the most beautiful games I've played, and one of like the most fun games I've played. I love my rhythm. I love my action. It's fantastic.
It's a rhythm action fighter. It's
a rhythm action game, and it is
okay. That sounds like
beautiful.
Fun.
It was a bit of a sleeper hit, right? It's like holy shit, it came out of nowhere, bam!
Play it.
Not in my
paid for this. Yeah, if you have Game Pass, play it. It takes a little bit to get used to, but you get a more experience out of hitting it with the rhythm aspect. And if you don't know the rhythm aspect, it's like it still doesn't punish you. You just get bonuses for hitting the rhythm. So it's a very accessible game for everybody.
Cool.
Okay. Idol.
I have no comments. This is not my category.
Roll the die.
No. You vote until you actually play the fucking game. Because I bought it for you, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah, you also got Armored Core. Right.
I gave it to them.
Yeah.
Give it a fucking whirl.
Like a month before me and I played
Sugar
it
Daddy
first.
Zekriox.
I also have decided to now make a doc to remember which games I should go check out later. So I've got
Give it a
Rush and
day,
Stars
Idol.
on there.
Give it a day.
I need
please.
to. I really need to. I really do need to.
I also need to give Armored Core a try because my brother-in-law has it in his Steam library and has given me access to it.
Okay.
Alright, now briefly for me. Dead Island 2, get the fuck out of here. Hi-Fi Rush. I really want to give it a chance, but I can't give it my vote in good conscience because I have little familiarity with that game, so I want to give it a chance.
Zekriox, do we really need to do this whole song and dance? I feel like we all know what you're.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
Fuck
be
you!
Armored Core,
Fuck you!
like-
All of you had the same song and dance too.
Okay.
Remnant 2, never heard of you, but Spyco is selling me on this shit, so you're gonna teach me what the fuck this is about later. Ghost Runner 2, I've played the first game, beaten it. It is fun as shit. It is speed run galore. Honestly, I'm very surprised that you haven't given it at least the first game beaten it yet, Mr. Speedrunner over here. But honestly, no fucking shit. No fucking shit. I'm voting for Armored Core 6. The robot customization, the action, the fucking the boss battles. It is just too goddamn good. Plus, expect good quality from FromSoft, dude. This is like
10 seconds.
Fuck you! Shut the fuck up! I don't time your shit.
You are literally the person who talks the longest. Not gonna lie.
Alright, next category. Best VR AR.
I am just
like
gonna
to
say,
go first?
Zekriox, I am just gonna say, the reason I haven't beaten Ghost Runner is because I tried to optimize the first level and then pissed myself off because I couldn't optimize it good enough.
Do not watch the speedrun category on that game. You're gonna be livid. Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'd like to go
Ripley,
first on this one.
You see your wife. Yes, Ripley.
I have a very strong case I'd like to make for this one. Spiker, I'm gonna need to start my timer on this because I need all 1 minute and 30 seconds to make my case for this game.
Okay,
Let me know when you're ready.
It's already started, dog. Just go.
Okay. Resident Evil Village. One reason only.
Are we talking perfect motorboat height? Cause like,
Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh
I
shit!
actually hate it here.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm clipping that. Oh god. My neck. Oh, my neck hurts just like when she fucking grabs me.
Oh god, shut the fuck up. Bora.
I don't have any real opinion on this. I don't have VR. I've never played any of these games. I love the Horizon series, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I loved Resident Evil. I've heard is a great game, but again, I don't have VR, so I've never played any of these games. And I guess Gran Turismo, I've played racing games in the past, but again, I don't really have anything to say about any of these. So I'm rolling the die.
Okay, wait, hear me out, guys. Humanity I had to look this up because I was like, what the fuck is it?
You can say
You
on your
play as a dog, and it is a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Alright,
it
then I'm
looks
voting
so
for
cute. It looks so cute.
I was going to explain that on my turn, but yeah, humanity is good. It's a good game. It's a good puzzle
And like,
game.
you don't have to play it in VR.
Yeah, you don't have to play it in VR. It's just a good game.
Okay,
Oh
who's next?
no! Oh, that's no,
Uh,
that's adorable.
Scribs, your turn.
I got nothing. I don't
Dog
play
of
games
Lights.
in VR. I don't play AR. But right now it's like a toss-up between Humanity because dog and Resident Evil
Dog.
because mommy.
Ah, yes. The two vices of the world. Cute doggo and booba.
Yes.
Literally,
All right.
Anything else you need?
The fun...
There really isn't anything else you need in the world. The only other thing I would say is adorable cats, but that was last year.
Gotcha. All right, then here's my quick vote. I mean, besides Mama, the fact is, like, no joke, like all of like Capcom's getting a good chunk of like good VR modes for a lot of their games, especially Resident Evil. So they always hit the nail when it comes to getting a good VR experience in the Resident Evil. Even RE7 in the past was really good. So RE8 definitely wins the vote for this one because they do not miss at the mark when it comes to that. So that's my vote. That's it.
Call me when Capcom makes
Moving on.
Monster Hunter VR.
Oh, that would
Yes,
suck.
please.
Actually, I
Yes.
would hate that. I would.
I
throw
would
them
love
up.
to try that.
Alright.
I would try it. I would try
Dude,
it.
imagine
I would-
staring down the fucking.
Imagine staring down a freaking
Rathalos or something.
I was gonna say I was gonna say
Forbidden
Thunder
Fleshlight.
Basil.
Thunder Peen.
No.
Thunder
Thunderpeen has
Peen.
nothing on Basil.
Oh, Basil Geese. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah. I would
Thunderpeen
try it
has
out.
nothing on Basil.
All right, next is best mobile game. Oh boy.
I
Oh,
have things to
God.
talk about here.
Oh.
I have things
Oh.
to talk about here. I have actual things to talk about here.
Oh,
Go
shit,
ahead.
Go
yeah.
first then.
Okay, so, nothing else matters except for two games here. First one, Terra Nil. Terra Nil is just an actual video game. It's just it was just also released on Apple Arcade, which lets it be here. Terra Nil is a fantastic game. It's like a city builder, except you are creating a ecosystem, and then you're packing your stuff up in a way that doesn't damage the ecosystem after you have helped it flourish. And the other one
Aw.
is Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Pick it because it's funny. Either pick Terra Nil or pick Hello Kitty. Either one.
I'll go swiftly with this one. I mean, just because it's just for the sake of the meme and the popular vote, I think I'm just voting for Honkai probably.
No.
Although,
No.
No?
No.
No?
No. It does not deserve it.
okay, then
It
Hello
really
Kitty
does
Island
not.
Adventure.
No.
Hello Kitty
Okay,
Island
obviously
Adventure.
these two have an opinion. All right.
Okay. So I'll go first.
Go for it.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. Honkai Star Rail does not deserve best mobile game. Monster Hunter Now by Niantic in cooperation with Capcom, it does use the same system as games such as Pokemon Go, the
Pikmin
stupid
Bloom.
Hogwarts one, Pikmin Bloom, and Niantic's original game, which I did play on opening. Shit, what
yeah.
was it called?
Ingress. It was called Ingress.
Ingress. Yeah, no.
Sell
It
us
had a
on the
really
game. Sell us on the game.
interesting-
Okay, Monster Hunter Now has actually taught me how to dodge in Monster Hunter Rise.
Wow.
We played Monster
Wow, the fact
Hunter
that
on.
That's what it took.
Wow.
It has actually taught me how
Oh,
to
man.
fucking
It got
dodge.
good.
30
Was,
seconds.
It got
is
good.
the teacher in that game called Piccolo?
No, it's just I'm starting to recognize the monster's
seconds.
movements. in Rise. The skill, yes, Delta, the skill issue has been defeated. There's still some monsters that I can't dodge, but I'm getting there.
All right, Idle, what do you have to say?
All right. Okay, so I don't know which one to vote for, so I'm just gonna go with the Hello Kitty Island Adventure because I fucking love Hello Kitty. But I know which one not to vote for, and that's Honkai Star Rail because like we talked about this earlier. But like there's not enough
Game
outside of the story quests
1
to
minute.
keep my interest.
Mhm.
So I don't think it deserves to be here at all.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's
Moving
a
on.
question for anybody. Does anybody know, like, Spyco talked up Terra Nil a little bit. I know
Nil's
nothing
good.
about Hello Kitty, and I know nothing about the Final Fantasy VII one other than it's Final Fantasy. What kind of mobile game is that? Anybody know?
I haven't played it,
It's
I
but I
believe
heard
it
it
is
is
a
also a
gacha
gacha.
It's a
Yeah.
gacha
It's
game.
a
Yeah.
gotcha story thing
It
combining
wasn't
the
great.
entirety
good.
of the Final Fantasy VII.
Not good.
And
Okay,
yeah,
so in my
not
opinion,
good.
then it's a toss-up between Star Rail and Monster Hunter now because the other three I know nothing about.
I'm
Fair
gonna say you guys should pick Terranel if you want, like genuinely, if you want more game companies to see that gamers care about actual experiences.
But I know nothing about the game, so I, in good conscience, cannot vote for it.
It
if
is
I
a
don't know
it's a
nothing about it.
game. Out of the 5 of these games, it's an actual game, Asabora.
There's
That's
all 5 are actual games in my opinion. I just don't know what that one is, other than a building simulator game on phone.
Sponsored by
That's
Netflix.
That's it.
we'll talk about Terranel later then.
Yeah. So in my opinion,
Because it
yes,
does
I
come up
agree.
again later, so.
Star Rail, the story from what I did play was good. Unfortunately, I think they got too caught up in the money of it, and
Of course.
they kind of dropped the ball with a lot of stuff of like keeping up with the amount of story that the players were demanding, keeping up with the amount of content needed to keep the players interested. They really fumbled that game to the point where like so many players dropped it. But from what there was, it is a very good game. The graphics are amazing. The fighting style is different, but it still keeps in good timing with like a good turn-based
30
game.
seconds.
But then with Monster Hunter now, it's also another Monster Hunter game. I love the Monster Hunter franchise. It's a good entry point for a lot of people who maybe didn't have a Switch or any of the consoles and stuff, maybe just playing it on their phone and getting introduced to it. And from what I hear, it helps people learn how to fucking dodge. So,
Yes.
you know what? I haven't played it. I want to play
10
it, but
seconds.
like, give me my main weapon in the game and I will download it. So I guess for now, I'm voting Monster Hunter.
All right,
Okay.
Nif.
Give me Charge Blade and I will play it.
Well, I know my answer here is going to piss off some people here, but as someone who's actually just literally playing Monster Hunter Rise right now, my vote's going to Honkai Star Rail. And listen, you can all say what you want, but I don't care. I like it better than Genshin Impact for myself.
Okay.
Fair
You
enough.
like
It's
it
a
better
game
than
I can-
Terranel?
I've never played Terra Nil. That game has 0% interest for me.
Y'all need to look at. I hate you fucking AAA ass gamers.
Listen, I play my indies too. I'm taking your comment into my time here, but I enjoy the turn-based aspect of Honkai Star Rail. I thought it was really fun. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's easy peasy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, that for me, those types of gotcha games should be brainless. Genshin Impact for me, I've seen arguments happen. I'm like, I can't follow any of this, but Honkai, I feel like I can sit down as a new player and be like, I understand what's happening here. And I enjoy that aspect that it caters to me as a noob weeb. And that's why it gets my vote.
Nif likes
And
to
also,
be
Final Fantasy
brainless
is a money
when
grab, I
he
can fuck
plays
right off.
games.
Wait, what? What was that?
What?
What was that, motherfucker?
That's nothing, motherfucker.
Harmless
Hey.
says Spyco, not everyone can be a gamer hipster.
I'm not a gamer hipster. I just respect games as an art form.
Mhm.
Here's the
I don't
thing,
think
though.
Pikmin 4 is a fucking.
I just think it's funny that a lot of these games that you've been voting for in this category, and some of us have never heard of
Yeah, because
until
you guys
now.
just
tunnel vision fucking AAA shit.
No,
Not
because
really.
If it was a really good game, a lot of more people would be playing it. It would be getting more
That
hype.
is so untrue, and I hate you
Yeah.
for it.
Marketing,
honestly-
marketing plays
Marketing.
the whole thing, dude.
Marketing
Yeah,
costs
it really does.
money, which means good
Yeah.
games get pushed away by
Not
the
necessarily,
wayside
because
all of the
if-
time.
No, because
No.
if it was a really good game, there would be more content creators making videos about it.
That's
The-
not
the-
true. Content
No,
creators need
it-
to know about it to be able to play
Exactly.
it. Marketing is everything.
Yeah.
So they should be
Marketing is
reaching out to
everything,
people.
and marketing costs money that a lot of independent developers don't have. Because
Also,
I mean, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that knocks all that argument out of the water. It's funded by Netflix, the masters of marketing.
okay, well, first off, they are not masters of
Published by-
marketing. And
It's
it's
published
by
by
Netflix
Netflix.
games. Have you ever heard of a single Netflix game? They're ass at
No.
marketing.
No.
It's
So-
Netflix, so they
What
got
Netflix-
money behind
what
it.
Netflix
Published.
is?
No, it's published by
Published
Netflix.
by Netflix.
Publishing
Which means they
has
keep it
nothing to do with the
afloat.
rest of it.
It means they make sure that the game studio doesn't go down while they're developing it. That's
Yeah.
all publishers do. Unless they're a good publisher. There are great publishers out there.
Mhm.
But the baseline for publishing is just we're gonna make sure you don't sink while you make your game. That's what
Yeah.
a publisher does.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think the fact of the matter is, none of us have heard of this game until now, Spyco. So I don't think anybody's voting for it. I'm sorry.
All right. Next category.
Next
This
category.
this should be Spyco's.
Pizza
You
Tower.
know what?
This is
Spyco-
my-
No. You're gonna be talking last for this one because you're the one who likes to talk about indie games. So I'll just quickly put out my piece. Never heard of these games. I only recently heard about Pizza Tower. I heard it was like WarioWare-ish inspired kind of Pizza Tower from what I've heard.
Wario Land.
Wario Land. Yeah, I'm gonna vote for Pizza Tower because I love pizza. That's my vote.
Okay.
Next.
So, okay. So
One
there's
will
two here actually that I would love to play. That I can't. I have no money to buy games. I cannot afford games. But the two that I would like to play are Cocoon and Viewfinder because they're puzzles. They're puzzle games. I want to play puzzle games, and they look really fun.
Okay.
Okay. There is one game on this list that I would like to play, and that is Dredge. It is you are a fisherman in the Cthulhu mythos.
Oh shit! I didn't know it was Cthulhu.
It is
Well, shit.
Cthulhu
Cthulhu,
mythos.
but Eldritch
Fishing
horror.
adventure.
Well, it's a fishing adventure in an eldritch horror
game.
setting.
It's an Eldritch horror fishing game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Funnily enough,
You
while
have
this-
a fishing boat and you are going
boy.
out and fishing and have a chance at running into eldritch horrors if you go out past sundown.
Yeah, I can't play that game in good conscience because I'm already deathly afraid of the ocean. So fuck that.
Oh shit.
So no.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I've watched a friend play Dredge and it looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
I'm gonna put Viewfinder on my wish list as well as Pizza Tower. So. Okay, yeah, Nif.
Well, as I think indie games are overrated, and only AAA games should have any chance at winning game
Nif,
awards.
you're trying to rile me up. I know it.
Fuck.
I know it.
Trying to rile him up.
And listen, if we're gonna talk and all these games are on the level of Pikmin 4, they're all not great games. They're all terrible. They should all just be like Legend of Zelda and just be left behind. I'm gonna go to Dredge for Cthulhu.
Damn, stray shots across the bow at everyone. Ripley coming for your throat soon. Goddamn.
As she's gonna as she's coming for your liver.
I took off my
If I
headphones.
would.
I took off my headphones because I did not
Indie-
want to act.
Indie devs,
on
I
my
fucking love
phone.
you guys. Fucking love you guys. I just like-
Yeah, you-
Spike
I,
on that.
I think in good conscience, everybody, this is just a warning for everybody watching.
That was a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
For
Listen,
legal reasons.
Indie heads, indie
Why are
devs.
you killing Nif? Because Nif
Because
said all
Pikmin-
these.
Nif said bad things about Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
Indie devs, put your phones to your head right now. Put the speaker right there. Mwah. That's for you. You guys are beautiful. Keep it up.
Thanks, Smith. I appreciate that.
Scribs. Oh, you mentioned, or you already talked actually. Now, Spyco. Wait, the board.
Did
Did you
that
talk?
Deborah go?
I have no opinions on any of these. Spyco convinced me.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So
1 minute 30,
I'm ready
bitch.
for all 5. Go.
I'm going to start by. I'm looking at my timer. Don't worry. I'm going to start by saying, the fact that most of you were like, I haven't heard of any of these games, proves my previous point. Secondly, Cocoon is a fantastic game made by some of the developers of Inside. A very, very cool mechanic. I haven't gone too in depth with it myself, but it's very, very cool. Dredge has a very, very cool mechanic, and a little bit of trivia. It was being made at the same time that my team was making our Cosmic Horror fishing game, which is very funny. Pizza Tower is a game I have played. Is a game that is Wario Land, and it is speed, and it is and it has a very what's that called, like a Microsoft Paint kind of aesthetic. It's fantastic. It has so much charm and polish, and it's made by like 2 guys. Venba, I don't have a lot of attachment with. It is an immigrant story of a game. It is about culture that I can't say much about because I'm white. Viewfinder is very, very cool. It takes kind of the f-stop mechanic from Portal way back when, and these people have kind of made that their own. However, I've heard that the companions in the game can get kind of annoying at times, but I'm placing my vote on Pizza Tower, not only because the devs deserve it, but also because this is the only place where Pizza Tower is, and it deserves to be in other places. That's my time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little bit more of my time because the first 2 games you just said they have cool mechanic, but you didn't tell me what they were.
Dredge is a game about being a fisherman who goes insane while on the ocean due to it being eldritch horror. From what I've heard is it can get kind of samey after a while, but the first couple of hours are pretty good. Cocoon, I don't know enough about the game to sell people on it, but I've heard it's good. Like, it looks so nebulous. You're carrying around these orbs that are also the levels that you play in. The orbs are a puzzle-solving tool, but it's also you go inside the orbs and solve puzzles within the orbs and come out the orbs and use the orbs to solve more puzzles.
It's an asymmetric puzzle-solving adventure game.
Okay.
Isometric, sorry.
It's cool. Isometric, yes, not asymmetric.
That does seem interesting. And now that you've mentioned Viewfinder, I do kind of remember seeing
People
some
taking
gameplay.
photos.
We've seen it last year, actually. We've seen it last year as one of the
like, when you
trailers.
use-
Yeah,
you-
I think because of that cool mechanic, I haven't played it yet, but it does seem cool. I'm voting Viewfinder. There we go.
Okay,
I
I'm
do want to check
watching.
out Cocoon though, so I'm gonna look that up later though.
I was
Okay.
just watching a trailer for Viewfinder, and it looks.
It's cool.
You can pet the
It looks
cat.
neat.
You can
You-
pet
oh
the
my
cat.
God, yes.
The
You
cat is
can pet
apparently
the cat, and that makes
incredibly
it real
annoying.
good.
All right,
The cat is apparently
it wins the vote. It
incredibly
wins for
annoying.
vote best ending game. You get to pet the fucking cat.
You
Okay,
get
anyway.
to pet the fucking cat.
What I am
Okay.
gonna say, please vote for Pizza Tower. It got robbed in another area, and I'll talk about that when we get there. But please vote Pizza Tower here, just
I already did.
because
I already did.
the
No
devs
worries.
do deserve it a lot.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute. What the fuck is the difference between best debut versus?
Debut is
okay.
specifically their first game on the market. All of those games were their
Oh.
first game.
Yeah.
Oh
These
shit!
are just an indie game. Can I bring up something at the top of this?
Yes.
I
Dave the
heard.
Diver's not an indie game. It's not an indie game.
Really?
It just has a pixel art aesthetic. It has the same amount of funding as Fortnite and Modern Warfare 3.
Oh,
It is
shit.
not an independent game at all. It just has the aesthetic and charm of one. The people who made it don't even claim that it's an indie game. Just people were like, oh yeah, it looks like an indie game. This is the thing that a lot of people are mad because absolutely people think that Pizza Tower should have taken that spot. Like they're taking up the spot. So please do not
Oh.
vote for Dave the Diver. Even though it's a very, very cool game and deserves love, it does not deserve best independent game.
Okay. then I'll quickly vote Sea of Stars because that's the one that's been popular on Twitch. So I'm gonna give it the vote.
I voted Sea of Stars as well.
Yeah, I'll vote it as well. Yeah, it does look. I'm looking at these games like on another monitor, and it does look really cool. I'm gonna check that out later.
Next category. We
Yes.
good?
Anybody want
Yeah,
to?
next category.
We're all voting Sea of Stars in this category already. Like immediately.
I'm
Next
voting.
one.
I'm voting
I'm voting
Dredge.
I'm
Okay.
voting Viewfinder.
Okay.
Oh no, this next category.
Best community to support.
Oh, no.
We
Oh
obviously all know it's
no!
Destiny 2.
Dude, what the fuck
No,
is
it's
Destiny
Destiny.
2 in there?
Hey,
What the
Destiny
fuck is
2 did win best community support in a previous year.
Yeah, not this year.
What, 5
Not
years
this
ago?
Not this
It
year?
hasn't been recently.
Not this year.
Uh,
at all.
Final
uh,
It's been
Dude,
bad
with all the
this year.
layoffs, why the fuck is Destiny 2 even in here? No.
Destiny,
probably
I
wasn't
don't
any
understand.
better.
People hated
Oh.
Lightfall so much.
People loved
Like a
Witch Queen. They hated Lightfall. I don't know why
Witch
No
Queen
Man's Sky
was
is on here
confused.
either.
No Man's Sky is constantly getting support.
Yes,
People
Ashy,
love
No Man's Sky made it
Is
into a
it? Oh.
category.
Okay.
People
Yeah.
really love No Man's Sky right now. Like,
Let me-
it-
okay,
it's
okay.
constantly getting support.
Let-
I put Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
It's
What?
Baldur's,
I
it's
put
either Baldur's
Gate.
or Final Fantasy. It's one of those two.
I don't know anything about Final Fantasy 14, and I know Scribs might destroy me for that, but
And I.
No, no.
Honestly, like this year it's a hard
It is
hard
so
vote for
hard.
me because like FF14 has been so good. Like the devs for FF14 have been so good to the community, but like Baldur's Gate 3 just coming in and like
Bitch, I'm here.
they're listening. We can tell that they're listening,
Oh yeah.
but like it's I can't really say it's such
I-
a new game because it's been in early access for like 6 years or something.
Yeah.
Try 2.5.
it has been getting
Really?
a lot
Only
of.
It
2.5?
released.
Oh,
It released in 2020 in early access.
right.
But since
But it's
full
been in
launch,
development
It is
getting-
for-
five.
yeah.
It's been in a closed beta for 5 years though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, but I will say, Baldur's Gate 3 has been getting consistently, like really listening to the community patches.
Yeah.
I did
Yes.
want to throw one thing here. I don't think Destiny 2 should be here, and everyone knows that what I'm going to say. But why no Deep Rock Galactic? Why not Deep Rock Galactic? Come on.
Because it's not big enough.
Come on.
It's just
Come
not
on.
big enough right now.
Be nice to the little guy. Everybody loves it right now. They literally just added an update that supports direct community concerns about. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
Maybe when Rogue Core comes out, it'll win a game.
Nif, want to throw in there?
Yep. All right. Now, you know, I'm going to be saying a lot of things here coming down the pipe. And I'm going to go ahead and say right now, you guys all know what's getting my vote.
Yep.
Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Cyberpunk is getting my vote. Why?
Easy
Explain.
Cyberpunk. Luna.
It honestly kind of deserves it. I'm not gonna lie.
What was
Yeah.
that?
I
What was
Sell
Spike
it.
Hill?
Sell it, Nif. Sell it.
Sell it.
All right. Cyberpunk has worked very hard to bring themselves back from the fucking fiery hell that they started out in. Phantom Liberty is a fantastic fucking expansion. Like, it is amazing. The work that they put into this game to bring it back from fucking collapse is insane. Like, Baldur's Gate, it came out fucking strong. No Man's Sky gets the same points as this, but I didn't care for No Man's Sky as much as I do for Cyberpunk because I like the aesthetic, I like the gameplay. For me, Cyberpunk is always going to be in my top, I'm going to say 5 games of all time. Like, it is always going to be up there consistently with Baldur's Gate. But considering the amount of work that Cyberpunk had to do to get to a point of like being fantastic and listening to the community, and I will definitely tell you that, guys, this, I had a weird problem with Baldur's Gate. I went to
20
the community, I hit up the Reddit. It just sat there dead, and I finally just got a thing going. Yeah, it was over here in another post like 2 weeks later, and I'd already solved the problem.
10 seconds.
And then Cyberpunk, I had a question, I posted in there. Within an hour, I had 5 different messages from people telling me how to fix the problem. And
Nice.
I'm like, you know what? That's
That's
the
your
that believes
time.
in their game, and I'm okay with it. Listen, I used to use a lot of mine.
All right, and I'll go myself. Okay, Destiny 2 is the laughing stock in this vote, so I'm not even bothering with that. Final Fantasy, you've won too many goddamn times. Shut the fuck up. Get out of
You only
here.
won twice.
I don't give
The
a shit.
category was only introduced in 2019.
I don't give a shit.
So it's
Yeah.
one.
No,
one of the most people.
No Man's Sky, I mean, that's obvious. It's really good. Always gets a lot of updates. So fantastic. Baldur's Gate 3 obviously came out of the fucking woodwork, and it keeps patching it, keeps getting updated constantly. Not to mention the mod support is extremely funny and entertaining and amazing.
1 minute.
Shut the fuck up. But honestly, I'm basically gonna give Cyberpunk 27 basically the redemption arc vote. Because the expansion from what I've seen looks really fucking good. I didn't hate Cyberpunk during launch because I had less problems because obviously it was a PC version, so it didn't have as much problems when I played it. But obviously, with all the time it took to get that
30.
to work, they managed to pull up their bootstraps and finally get to work on making the game as solid as possible. So it gets my vote for this year. It's different. It's different.
Thank you.
The only reason Cyberpunk is not getting my vote is because I can't install it.
The reason that Cyberpunk is not getting my vote is I cannot, with my last code of ethics, I can't willingly vote for a game that I know did not treat its devs well. So,
Fair.
next category. This category sucks. I
That's
clicked on
ongoing.
Fortnite. Listen, I clicked on Fortnite because I know it's doing some interesting stuff right now, and then I moved on.
FF14 gets my vote.
FF14. I'm hyped as hell.
I'm so hyped for Dawn Trail. Holy
and I
shit.
still idle. I still haven't played the latest patch. I still haven't because I don't want to burn myself out between farming up
Honestly fair.
like gear on my main and having the weekly stream. I'm like,
Honestly
there's just too much.
fair.
Warning.
We'll get
Incoming
there.
raid.
Ranger.
We'll get there.
Thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing good.
Yo, go Ranger.
Hey, Ranger. Let's
Redemption Arc, Cyberpunk 2077.
Cyberpunk 2077, only game on here without microtransactions.
Girl, the entire expansion's a microtransaction. What are you talking about?
That's an expansion.
That's not a micro. It's not a micro.
That doesn't
mean-
count.
That's a macro
That's a
expansion.
macro
That's a
transaction.
macro transaction. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Final
one and
Fantasy
done.
Expansions aren't? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. We're just discussing the
We
votes
good to-
for.
Okay, but like you don't
for,
have to. You don't have to
the Big
Fantasia.
Awards.
We're not going to talk about how much money I spent on Fantasia potions.
Yeah, we're definitely not talking about how much money I've spent on Fantasia potions,
don't know what that means,
level
but-
skip books, story skip books, glamour items, mounts.
Fantasia potions are how you change your character's appearance in Final
Oh,
Fantasy
like in
14.
Your
like in
race
Sea of
and
Thieves.
appearance.
Your
Like in
yeah,
Sea of
like
Thieves. Okay.
race and gender.
Bora.
Good to go.
I think you haven't said anything with this one. Where do you want to go?
Honestly, it's pretty close between Final Fantasy and Genshin. I'm voting for Genshin because I'm a Genshin fanboy, and that's what I should be streaming right now. But
I know. I'm sorry.
We're working, we're
Fortnite
working.
sucks, Cyberpunk needs its redemption arc still, and Apex, meh.
Okay. Fair.
I also totally just threw my pen behind me completely on accident.
Good job.
And now, as we move to the next category, I can't wait to hear everybody say, "I know none of these games."
Actually.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
so
I
Chance
heard
of
of this game
Sonara-
called Terra
Oh,
Nil.
Chance.
Yeah,
Chance
yeah.
of Sonara-
Yeah.
Okay, I only because
I
it
have
came
it.
across
I
my
own it.
For You page on TikTok, and it looks so fucking good, and I really want to play it because, like, just the idea of like immersing yourself in language that you don't know and learning it piece by piece.
Yes.
Like,
the only
it
thing
just
that I
is
like,
so
as much as I love Chance of Sonar, I don't know how it exactly fits this category.
Well,
Basically, what it is
thought
you're
provoking. It
It
yeah,
doesn't.
it's a
I don't
thought-provoking
see
through language. You're
I don't
literally
see the
learning
impact
the-
specifically. I think it's very, very cool, but I don't necessarily see the impact it has.
I mean,
It feels like an
okay.
educational game, so I guess that's
Yeah,
impactful.
I think that's where it's.
Oh, it's not educational. It's a puzzle game.
No,
Like,
it's not
It
specifically
does not use
educational,
real
but like
languages. It does not use real languages. It uses fake languages that are made
Yeah.
for the puzzles.
All right, quick
but
vote.
I think the reason why it's in Games for Impact is like the interaction between you and the world has like real world analogs.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like yeah.
I voted for Terranil just because I love Terranil. I already said stuff about Venba. Chia is a very, very cool game. It's kind of Breath of the Wild inspired, and it's about exploring the developers like Homeland. I believe it's in Hawaii. I'm not sure. I don't want to be wrong about that. Goodbye Volcano High was some furry stuff that I wasn't necessarily very interested
Wow.
in. There's no shade against furries. But like it's not the kind of thing. It's not the art style that I care about, so I didn't look too much into it. It looks
Yeah,
like
exactly. I mean, we're basically getting our
thank you.
individual votes.
It looks like
We're just
one
talking
of
about
those kinds of like Life is Strange style games. And I'll be honest, I hadn't heard about a Space for the Unbound until it came into Games with Impact, and I looked it up, and it just looks kind of it looks like not my kind of game. So I picked Terranil.
I heard of this game called Terra Nil just recently, and I think it deserves a vote, so I'm gonna go.
You're so right. You're so right.
Oh my god.
No, but seriously, check out Terranil after stream. We'll talk about it. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Sure. Anybody else with their takes on Games for Impact?
Mine's going to Goodbye Volcano High. I watched a bit. I was watching some playthrough on YouTube, and I'm like, man, I'd play this. This looks cozy.
Okay.
This looks like a good time.
Not
Okay.
bad. Bora?
Or
I'm rolling a die, and if it rolls on a 3 for Goodbye Volcano High, I'm re-rolling because furry shit.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay,
Jesus.
Bora, Bunny Bora. Plays the
1,
fucking
Space
dinosaur.
for the Unbound, sure.
okay, next category. Here's the one that I haven't voted in yet because this is such
Yeah.
a tight fucking category. Oh
Ooh.
my
I could.
Like,
gosh.
I could only speak for Street Fighter 6. I can only.
I
speak
can
for-
speak for most of these.
So, Spyko, why don't you go first and give us a
Please.
brief description of what the
Okay.
innovation to accessibility
We'll
does
give
from
you
each
3
game?
minutes. We'll give you 3 if you
Yeah.
know most of these.
Yeah.
So go
Convince
ahead.
us.
Okay, so Forza Motorsport, I believe adds some accessibility in terms of well, besides the base accessibility like colorblind modes, I believe it adds stuff like racing lines, allowing players to who have cognitive disabilities to have an easier time. I don't know anything about Diablo 4, but we're not voting it because fuck Diablo
Because
4.
Blizzard.
Hi-Fi Rush has not only some really, really good closed captioning stuff, but it also has some accessibility built into being low vision people being able to play it easier. Marvel Spider-Man, I believe, has the same stuff that Marvel Spider-Man had last time, which is just easier reading for low vision or colorblind people. I know Street Fighter.
Wait. Let me add to
You
Spider-Man.
can add on to that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
they added like a type of feature because there's like a prominent character who is like who's deaf, I think, and
Yes.
Yes.
they added
Yes.
like
I forgot
features
about
to help with like sign language speaking. Plus, there was like a few interactions that makes it much more easier to read off exact expressions. So it's almost like they added emojis. To better express like a certain emotions while in certain areas, so it's pretty decent in that regard. Go ahead.
Street Fighter 6. I know Zachryox will probably know more on this than me, but the main thing that I think it's here for is it's very accessible in terms of fighting. It has the whole accessible mode so that people who cannot do the combos like me, who cannot do those combos, be that because of motor or neurological dysfunction, are now able to use special button combinations rather than having to do complex inputs. Mortal Kombat 1, I don't know anything about. I apologize.
I can't vote for Mortal Kombat. Okay, so here's the cool thing for me that came out of this when I saw this on the video. For Street Fighter 6, they added like a set of features for sound cues. Essentially, like for those who are blind players, they have
right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, there are distinct sound cues that occur that gives blind players the means to detect if the player is close to his opponent or far away from the opponent. If a projectile is coming back, if he does a successful block, or if he get hit. They're not like exact, like, you know, they're just using the like enhanced versions of existing sounds, but it's like explicitly made for the sake of making it easier for blind players to actually properly get a proper read of what the situation is happening. That's why I have to give it to.
That is super cool.
Okay,
That's why I'm
so
giving it to
getting my
Street
vote.
Fighter 6.
Yeah,
Street Fighter.
I also want to
100%
just
Street
add. I want to add one little bit of flavor to innovation of accessibility. My social media teacher was on the council for this. Blind Gamer Steve. He taught me
Hey.
social media. Yeah, he does like accessibility review, and he is also a disability advocate on Xbox's team, and he's really cool. And there's talk about him maybe presenting the award. I hope he does because I love him.
That would be
to
so
death.
cool.
Let us know, dude.
That's
Once
so
once
cool.
the show arrives, you
Psycho.
point us to the right direction and say, "Oh,
Yes.
it's that guy. I know that."
Remember last year you talked about he was in the audience.
Yeah.
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 He when they did the innovation in accessibility, he hugged the person who got the award.
That's
And I
awesome. Yeah.
don't. But yeah, we all just voting Street Fighter because of
Yeah.
the love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
a,
forgot
I think
about
that's a
that,
sweep
and
there.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
a sweep.
Performance.
I already voted for Hi-Fi Rush.
This is gonna be tight in best
Ooh.
performance. I voted
Okay.
Yuri. I
Uh,
voted Yuri.
Cameron.
I really liked Yuri's. What Yuri did. I was really happy with Yuri's performance. So I voted Yuri. I'm probably not gonna change anybody's mind because that.
all right. So here's my prediction for all of you. Nif probably going to be voting for Idris because Cyberpunk.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
he's
ooh,
voting
interesting.
Cameron Monahan.
Cameron, Ginger Boy, and that boy's been
Knew it.
working hard for years. He deserves some fucking recognition.
Okay.
I think he did a good job. Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to assume that Scribs, Bora, and Idol, Nubin.
It's actually a toss-up right now between Newbin and Star.
And Ben Starr. Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
They're going to
honestly,
burn the
I
world.
can't not vote for Newbin.
Yeah.
Ben is the main character for FF16, I'm assuming?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm, as much as I do love Astarion, I do love Yuri Lowenthal's Spider-Man, his Peter Parker. So I'm actually
Yeah,
going to vote
it's
for
so good.
Spider-Man.
Wow,
Okay.
Okay.
Then
I just-
I'll do the Ripley bias because here's the thing: I did B Gamer and I did gift Ripley for one of her birthdays like a greeting
The
from,
Neil Newman
from Neil
cameo.
a new
Yeah.
cameo. So I have to vote for this
Yeah.
guy. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
he's a cool
Honestly,
dude
like-
as well.
I
Also, his streams are fucking badass, dude.
So
Ripley comes in out of nowhere. Ripley Bias is
Ripley
real.
Bias is real.
you know what?
I love
For
the Ripley
that,
bias.
for that plus what Idol just did,
Yeah.
Neil Newbin.
Like he's got like as a Starian, he gives such like
Such a good performance.
yeah, it's so good.
Oh.
Like
He's a show stealer. You know what he
is
is.
a show stealer.
I mean,
He
hell,
does
the
like more of the
entire
games.
the entire cast should be on here.
Agreed. But
All 6
But
of them
that
should
would
be on here. 7 of them. You've got to
It's just all
If
of them.
another,
Just
if
everyone.
another,
Even all
if
of the
another
bit
Baldur's Gate rep gets put anywhere here, I'll throw up. So let's move on.
But Cameron, Ginger Boy.
Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one.
I said
Audio
Dead Space
design.
just because of the crunchies.
Hi-Fi
You gotta
Rush.
get
Wait.
some good viscera crunchies.
Dead Space came out years ago. Why the fuck is this one on?
It's a
there's a
remake. It's a
remake.
remake.
It's a remake.
Can't vote for
Yeah.
it. It's a remake. That's my opinion.
I mean, then Resident Evil 4 can't take your vote either. So don't
Yeah,
you dare.
no, mine's going to Hi-Fi Rush once
Okay.
again. Beautiful
That
game to
is
play.
fair.
Beautiful soundscape. Like, you guys. I'm sorry. You guys, if you have Game Pass, fucking pick. Just play
Honestly,
like 10
actually-
minutes of this goddamn game, please.
Yeah,
I don't
Hi-Fi
have
Rush is
Game
good.
Pass though.
I have Game Pass. It's on. I've installed it. I just have to re-up my Game Pass.
I don't have Game Pass because I have too many games in my backlog to buy something like Game Pass. All right, next category.
I haven't even voted. I mean, besides maybe sci-fi, bias, it's just that, dude. Dead Space. The developers for this knew that, you know, if you're gonna make a remake, the thing that sold, or rather, the thing that's like it was extremely good even back then was the audio design, because you gotta capture that sense of like claustrophobia, random
30
noise,
seconds.
like. Basically, you are terrified the fuck out of yourself in the environment. So, honestly, Dead Space for me gets the vote.
Okay. Next category.
Score and
Yeah.
music.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Can I say my? Can I say my piece? Can I say my
Yes.
piece?
Sure.
Yes.
I am voting Tears of the Kingdom specifically due to how fucking gorgeous its music. I know Hi-Fi Rush's music is good. I know Baldur's Gate music is good. I know Final Fantasy's music is good. I don't know anything about Alan Wake.
You know
Legend
what,
of Zelda
Spyco?
Tears of the Kingdom, like, it destroys the nostalgia bone in me. Listening to the Colgera fight, listening to that first trailer's theme, the woodwinds when you're up in the musical main characters that are in it.
Sorry, Ranger, I didn't read that until now. The flirt of the party stole the show.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I think, just absolutely deserves to be commended on its music, and it's not something that people have talked about enough, I don't think. Besides in like
Okay.
small Zelda circles.
So
you know what?
hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out.
Hearing you
Okay.
out.
Masayoshi Soken. Not only
Yeah.
did he did the music for Final Fantasy 16 and 14. And I believe he worked on both of them while he was undergoing cancer treatments. He
Hmm.
put in a hell of a
True.
lot of work.
Could not be me.
Well, being being
Near death. Let's just call it that.
near death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Idol? Oh, sorry. You had more to say? Sorry. Because it's
No,
just that
it's
you
like
paused.
I can't not
mean,
vote for the
it-
man.
Honestly, they're all good choices.
All of them win!
I mean, I don't know about
Yay!
Alan Wake 2. I don't know about Alan Wake 2.
I know it's artful.
And also I don't know
it's good.
anything about Hi-Fi Rush.
Rock music.
But like,
I
okay,
mean,
so I honestly, until Spyco pointed it out, like I didn't even really think about the music in Legend of Zelda. Like, it doesn't stand out to me.
That is what partially makes it good, because it's in the background.
Yeah.
It's complementary.
Exactly.
know-
Like, it
I don't know
doesn't
if
stand out as
anybody
good
else-
or bad. So like, that's
I don't know
good.
if anybody else listened to the Colgera fight as much as I
No.
did. But it's
I
a combination of Dragon Roost Island and the
Oh.
Moldurga fight, which are both
Okay.
from Wind Waker.
Mm,
and-
mm.
I cried. Like, full on.
I don't think
I
I fought
felt
that boss yet,
amazing.
so
Colgera's the
I
first
don't-
boss in the Wind area.
which wind area?
Ah,
The Wind. There's only two. There's. What do you mean?
the
which
the
wind
the
area?
the
Big
the
Ice
Rito.
Dragon.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Na,
thing.
na, 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 dun,
All
dun,
right.
dun.
Nif, you gotta defend Hi-Fi
Yeah.
Rush. What the fuck you want to say about it, real quick?
Actually, I need to tell Spyco he's wrong,
Oh.
because if you want to find why Tears of the Kingdom gets the vote, I need everyone to think back to when you first fall from the sky
Yeah.
and
Yes.
the wind.
That's what I was
Yeah.
talking
It's
about.
it's just
Oh.
silent, except for that wind rushing by, and then the piano just kind of just gently
Yeah.
brings in and swells while everything's
Like,
happening.
as the land,
Yeah.
as the land
Yeah.
just starts coming up towards you.
I cried
Yeah.
also at
You
that
fall
part.
towards
I
you.
cried so
Yeah.
often while playing that
Holy
game.
Like,
Okay.
as I said,
So
it may not be
good.
my favorite game, but that score was beautiful. I have listened to
Mhm.
Zelda OST. I think they're fantastic games. Hi-Fi Rush, very solid for what they had to work with to keep everything like a certain rhythm, and they did pull in some big rock tracks, which I love. But Tears of the Kingdom, man, any intro of the Zelda games, I get a little tear. Like, I've seen the intro to Breath of the Wild 5 different times, just because I love that first opening scene with just that gentle music that just swells, and that's my
Yeah.
vote.
Okay. Bora?
Well, I was thinking about giving it to Baldur's Gate, but then I kind of thought about it a little bit more, and I'm like, most of the theme songs, like obviously there's lots of like different kind of combat music and stuff like that in Baldur's Gate, but most of like the very cinematic style of like the epic scores and everything, it's all just different iterations of Down by the
Yeah.
River, their main theme,
Yeah.
which, you know what, fair
Yeah.
enough, they have a main theme, it works. The Final
Uh,
Fantasy composer does a very good job, and there's been a lot of songs in 14 that I've
Mhm.
really liked. I have not played 16, so I can't say like what
Yeah.
of 16 he's done very well, so I can't say that. But Tears of the Kingdom had Spyco talking about and like pointing out the different like soundtracks being very complementary to the different scenes and different kinds of instruments and different kind of instrumental tracks going with the what you're seeing in the game, like it's matching the beauty of the game. So yeah, I've been won over and I'm voting for Zelda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Real quick for me, I can't talk about Alan Wake 2. Hi-Fi Rush has a kick-ass audio track. I do have a bit of a rock bias, but because I haven't played Hi-Fi Rush enough to justify it, so I gotta listen to the soundtrack entirely. I can't vote for Zelda. I'm sorry. It's cool, but Baldur's Gate 3, really good, but you kind of brought up the fact that a lot of those themes tend to be like the same song, but just in different like instrumentations or different tempos and whatnot. Oh, there's like one like major boss fight that is super different. That even has lyrics to it that's like very different from what you would expect. I'm not even gonna spoil it because I don't think any of you even fought this motherfucker yet. But it's interesting. I gotta give FF16 my vote because at least I haven't played the game. But I've seen a lot of gameplay. I've seen a lot of people doing the boss fights, and I don't think, dude, the scale, the fucking like epic. It's just too goddamn. It goes too hard. It goes way too goddamn hard.
So
I'm voting for FF16.
I'm pretty sure that when Soken hasn't always been the
Because Asabora has to play Genshin Impact at some point in the stream, or his viewers will riot.
He's riding
I played
already.
a little bit earlier, but like, yeah, we're almost done. We got 4 more categories.
Yeah, 4 more categories. So.
Best art
Right.
direction, I'm picking Hi-Fi Rush because I want to see
Yep.
more games like it.
Okay.
yeah.
Honestly, just even watch a gameplay where everything's dancing around to the music, like all the little details to the music. It's amazing. Like
It
I'm
feels
sorry,
very
it's fucking
Saturday
fantastic.
morning. It's awesome.
It's a Saturday. Thank you. That's the exact feeling I'm trying to get to, and that you worded perfectly. It's like playing a Saturday morning cartoon.
Okay.
I will also just give props to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, just because it made Mario Bros. 2D Mario game look good again after New Soup. So I really appreciate that. It's so stylized and full of wonder. I didn't mean to do that actually. It's very.
You suck.
No, I like it. I like Super Mario Brothers Wonder's style a lot. I think it's very charming, but goes with Hi-Fi.
I'm doing the same. It's just very different from all the other categories. So yeah, I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush. for sure.
Azabor, what are your thoughts? Because I can see your stream.
Yeah, voted for Zelda because I haven't played Hi-Fi Rush, so I know besides this one screenshot we're seeing and for all these different categories, never seen anything about it. The Mario Wonder, it's Mario.
It's
Yeah.
Mario.
It's Mario.
Honestly, mood.
Lies
have
of
you
P is
seen-
interesting. I do like the kind of grimdark style of Lies of P. It's very cool, but gameplay wise, not interested. Art style wise, Lies of P looks really cool. Alan Wake, I know nothing about, but Legend of Zelda is just so pretty. The open world, the graphics, everything. I'm giving it to, and also just the design of like all the different maps, everything, all the rocks and stone flying all in the air, the different sky islands, plus the underground as well. The fact that you have 3 different biomes that all look so distinctively different, but also share elements with each other so that they're all very, you can tell they're part of the same world or part of the same civilization. I have to give it to Zelda.
I do want to say, Azabora, have you looked into Super Mario Brothers Wonder, its art style? Have you looked at it?
I've seen some clips of it and some trailers.
I need you to legitimately look at it at some point because it is so nice.
Okay.
Like when you said it's just Mario, I'm like, but it's not. Like,
it just looks like another
but we can
Mario
move
game
on.
with an acid trip, honestly.
We can move on. Best narrative, I voted for Alan Wake 2
Oh.
because I feel like it deserves to win something.
No.
And I think
No.
this is its place.
No.
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate.
Here's the thing,
Uh,
hear me out. I don't find Baldur's Gate's story that compelling.
The story itself, no.
Then
But-
don't pick it for best narrative.
No.
The ability to change the story based on your choices, though.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it the best
That's
narrative.
why.
That just makes it a story tree.
No, but all the
Okay.
characters work together for the narrative. And
by
the
that
characters
logic,
don't
by
have-
that
Hear
logic,
me out,
Spyco,
guys.
that means the only votes are Final Fantasy 16 or Spider-Man 2 because they're linear as shit compared to the rest of the games.
Alan Wake 2.
Also linear, probably.
I don't know what the fuck that game is.
It's an artful game. It's really good.
Okay.
That's all I can say
Anyway.
about it.
Everybody
Tells me
else.
nothing.
Final
Alright.
Fantasy 16
Mm-hmm.
managed to make me cry in the first.
Okay, that's not.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not.
That's a
an
low
issue.
bar,
Ten-
Scribs.
Okay. Yeah, I was not expecting
10
it to.
minutes.
I was not expecting it to. Honestly, I was
The first
expecting
10
this
minutes.
really first 10 minutes of the demo. I was not expecting this.
Uh,
Alright.
Honestly, though,
Shut
like,
up, Ashley.
I
Like
feel like we don't need to.
I
Spend this
actually
amount of time.
fucking I ended up crying and raging at the end of the demo, and that was only the first act of the game.
yeah. Anyways,
Like I honestly really need to finish playing this game.
Shit. I'm stuck between Phantom Liberty or 16. Baldur's Gate 3 is
Phantom Liberty.
good, but it's tough. Because although, to be fair, the issue I have with this with Liberty in this category is that it's a DLC compared to the rest. Everybody else is actually like a full game. Phantom Liberty is DLC, so it's I could almost disqualify Phantom Liberty out of this, unfortunately. So. Fuck it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tailor by the toe.
that one.
A tailor by the toe?
Catch the
That's what I just
sailor.
heard.
Sailor by the toe. Isn't it?
Sailor is also.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I just.
Anyways.
This is why I have a 6-sided die in front of me. Anyways,
I'll vote
best
for. You know what?
I.
You know what?
Can I
It's
speak-
because
can I
Baldur's Gate 3, you're gonna win Game of the Year. I know for a fact. We're not even in that category. I know you're gonna fucking win. I'm gonna give Final Fantasy 16 the vote for this one.
In best game direction, speaking as a game designer, hi. I've spent 6 years of my life learning game design. This is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. No shot. No shot.
I'm very glad that you
100%.
spent 6 years learning to move to the right.
Excuse me. You also moved to the left in that game.
You would know that.
Oh, good, they made it instead of the second
Oh
direction.
wow!
They did.
Wow, you
They added-
actually moved to the left.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Listen. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, complete jokes aside, is a masterpiece in game design, in level design and game design. The way that the levels are constructed, the way that they introduce the way that they introduce mechanics, iterate on and then act as a lasting challenge. The way they add extra challenges for more veteran players. The smaller bite-sized challenges are incredible. Hands down, game direction and design, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. 100%. It's designed to a T. And you guys are gonna pick Baldur's Gate because
Exactly.
you don't understand game design.
I guess, but
Yeah,
I-
Dude, I also
listen,
studied video
just
game
in point
design.
of view, yeah.
Listen.
Actually, I chose Zelda.
Here's the
I
thing.
chose Zelda.
Baldur's Gate can't be a good designed game because it's just D&D. And I don't think
Okay,
that
but, like-
D&D is very
So
well designed.
you're just playing.
that's
Spike
game
was
design,
saying,
cyst.
On your case,
I-
it's the same game that's been since the fucking 80s, dude.
Yeah,
I
but it was
would
the same
argue-
side-scroller bullshit, just with different.
No,
Actually,
it's-
and Spyco, you may think, okay, yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
kill
technically
you.
it's technically 5e, it digitized into a game, but dude, they take a lot of liberties with the design elements for 5th edition. That honestly, you can't say that Baldur's Gate 3 and 5e are one-to-one copies.
Innovation
They-
in game direction and design, I cannot give it to Baldur's Gate 3. It is hands down Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And
the
I can't
super
give it to Mario because Mario has basically been the same for the past
Yep.
30 years.
and that shows
Yep.
me that you know nothing about Mario Wonder.
Okay.
right,
Wait.
I don't want
Wait.
to, honestly.
What do you-
Wait, so wait,
That's
Spyco,
embarrassing.
Spyco, does Super Mario give you the ability to cast rain, and then with the charge of whatever lightning attack you get, you can actually affect the environment? Hmm?
Yes.
No, you get
yes,
to
it
turn into an
does.
elephant.
Yes, it
Fuck
does,
you.
Andrea.
Oh no, it goes to Baldur's Gate. I'm sorry.
I give it to
Talking
Spider-Man just so I
you-
give it a
and
vote.
You're
Moving on.
talking about an element system that was made in Divinity Original Sin.
I know.
Your point.
Like that's not a Baldur's Gate thing. That's an
Okay.
Not a
element
game that
system
was
that
made
they've
in
already
fucking
made.
I have a point for Baldur's Gate that goes for the whole game direction side of it.
Okay.
The CEO of the game studio of Larian and like the one in charge of this game, I forget his name now, but his stance with the whole industry and with his game and wanting to keep it microtransaction free, DLC free, and sticking towards his convictions, even if it would have gotten his studio and his game so much more funding from being bought out by other publishers and other stuff, he stuck to his convictions, stuck to wanting to make the game as good as it possibly could be for the players and for the community. I think that brings Baldur's Gate over top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's commendable, but I don't think it's anything special when you have 2 Nintendo games on this list.
Just because it's Nintendo doesn't mean it's automatically
No,
good.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying all of those things apply to Nintendo.
Spyco, you're just a Nintendo shell.
No,
Just
I'm
say
not just a Nintendo.
say
fan.
it.
I don't
Oh,
think
God.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom deserves this at all. I think a lot of its game design decisions were actually
No, but
very,
you-
very poor.
I think
A
Zelda
lot.
deserves it more than Mario Wonder. Jesus.
Because you don't know anything about Mario Wonder.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like like Super Mario Brothers Wonder is incredible game design. Like hands down.
You need to sell this to us a
No,
little
I can't.
better.
I
'cause-
can't sell it to you guys because you haven't seen the game.
I voted
There's nothing
Spider-Man. Let's
else-
move on.
There's nothing else I can say.
I'm sorry, Spyco, you lost this one.
You lost
I'm
this
sorry.
one. sorry.
I'm not trying to win. I'm just disappointed.
All right, the grand finale, the creme de la creme, the biggest,
The Grand
Poobah.
Poobah.
the creme.
Yup.
Game of the year. Oh
This is
boy.
So first thing I'm gonna say, any one of these wins, I'm happy. Like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
they all deserve it, and you could add 4 more onto this, and I'd be like, yeah, there are 4 other games that I could say deserve Game of the Year. This year has been packed.
Just out
All
of
6
curiosity-
of these
This
games.
year, 2023 has been a good year in gaming.
Yeah.
It has been a
Out of
good.
curiosity, what are your honorable mentions? These other 4 that you're talking
My
about.
honorable mentions, okay. My honorable mentions would be 1, Pikmin 4. I think Pikmin 4 absolutely deserves Game of the Year. I had a list, and now I'm forgetting it because I'm being put on the spot.
Did you not write it down?
I did not.
You fool!
That is a mistake.
Here's my honorable mention: Armored Core 6. Fuck you. Come on, dude. Also, dude.
Remnant 2. Remnant 2 is one of them.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm looking up games released this year to jog my memory.
Time's up.
I'm kind of surprised Final Fantasy 16 isn't on here, but I also never played it, so I don't know
I'm
if
not.
it's like that good of a game or not. So
I'm
Fair
honestly
enough.
not
It's an
sure.
okay game, but I don't know. It just didn't leave as
Considering
much of
the
a big
fact-
impact compared to some of the other.
Considering
FFs.
the fact that it is only available on the hardest to obtain console.
True. Although
Yeah.
no, that can't be an excuse because Marvel Spider-Man 2 is here.
this is true.
Marvel,
it-
okay, Spider-Man 2 has the advantage of it being a
Superhero game,
sequel and a superhero
Yeah.
game.
I guess. Spider-Man is like literally like the third most popular hero in the world, probably. I think.
Mhm.
He is the number 1 most popular, like by a long shot.
I thought Batman was number 1.
Nope,
Nope.
No.
it's
Interesting.
Spider-Man by a long shot. Do you know how many
I think
Transformers
it's
buy
Superman.
Spider-Man stuff every year? Come on.
Superman
not a
kind of
chance.
dropped a little bit though in
No,
popularity.
most people find Superman to be not that cool, which is a failure on their understanding of Superman, but that's fine.
But anyway, what else?
I'm just going to say I voted for Tears of the Kingdom not because
okay.
I think it's going to win, but because I just want to give it my good show of faith. Any one of these could win, and I'd be fine and happy.
Okay. Idle.
I
Baldur's
mean,
Gate 3. Just give the Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
and move on. just kidding. I don't know. Do you have like an honorable mention or anything like anything that would like you wished it wasn't on this list?
I really don't. Like, I just pretty much Baldur's Gate 3 is the only game that I've like legitimately been super excited to play as much as I possibly can.
Okay.
Even if I'm still only in Act 1.
I'm still in Act 1 too. I don't think,
I'm in
I don't think
Act
that's
2 on my solo playthrough.
I mean, I
Gotcha.
think
Act
I'm
3, get 'em on
starting
level.
into Act 2. But anyways, but either way, like
My
it's
roommate is
the
finished
only
the
one
game.
that really.
nice.
But either way, Baldur's Gate 2 is Baldur's Gate 2. Baldur's Gate 3 is the only one that really stood out to me at all this year.
Mhm.
So
Okay. Scribs.
I voted Tears of the Kingdom.
Interesting. Why?
Yeah. Because I've basically finished the story of Tears of the Kingdom, and I haven't finished Baldur's Gate 3.
Fair.
Yeah, I think there's a conversation to be had just about the amount of people that are saying Baldur's Gate is Game of the Year that haven't even gotten to Act 3 yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have an excuse for why I'm voting for Baldur's Gate 3, but
I'm not saying you don't have an excuse. I'm just saying it's very, very. I think it is that's part of my kind of like overhyped argument. Again, not saying Baldur's Gate is bad in any ways. I really much admire Baldur's Gate, but if you haven't gotten to Act 3 and you're saying it's Game of the Year, that's wild to me.
Okay.
If
Nick.
anything, it tells
go
you an
ahead.
idea that like, oh, it's game of the year, and most people have only gotten this far in the game and haven't even beaten yet,
Okay.
and are still saying it's game of the year.
But what that
Hmm.
means to me is what I had heard is originally when the game came out, when people got to Act 3, it was a buggy mess. And so what that kind of
It's
said to me is
still a
if
buggy
Act
mess.
3, if Act 3 went so downhill and people put it up for Game of the Year because they had only played Act 1, it wouldn't deserve Game of the Year. I haven't seen enough of Act 3 or even Act 2 to be able to say anything on that. But you can't say that something. I don't think it's fair to say, and you guys can say that it's Game of the Year. I'm not saying don't. If you want to do whatever the hell you want, but I think that it shows a large amount of bias to be like, Baldur's Gate is the best game of the year, and I've played 1,000 hours of the first act.
Oh, Idol, that's you. Oh,
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
I thought my earbuds were like crackling or
too.
some shit like that. I was like plugging
Oh god,
in
I'm
my
so sorry.
headphones this
I
whole
am
time.
going to just put that down. I will stop clicking. I'm so
Idle
sorry.
be
I didn't
skimming.
realize.
I thought something was going on with my
I am
headphones. then I
so
looked over.
sorry.
Technical difficulties. Nif.
All right. So, I think we all know the game of the year is 100% going to Baldur's Gate because I'm almost at the end of Act 3 and it has been a fantastic. No, but I've gone back and I played it twice. Like, it's so good. I've gone back and restarted it several times. Like, that's how fucking good it is. It's just, I wasn't ready for it to be over. So I kind of wanted to get a couple of campaigns together. So that way I'm like, because I feel so like attached to my decisions and I'm worried about making a wrong decision.
Yeah.
I'm like, these have a couple options here. I'm not going to feel like I'm screwing up here.
Saves
I
come
did wanna give it-
playthrough.
Pretty much. I had an honorable mention that I wanted to give, and dear Lord, it left my fucking skull.
Was it Hi-Fi Rush?
No, it wasn't high five. Oh, I want to give it to. I have two that I want to give out right now. First one is Exo Primal.
Okay.
Really?
Fantastic game. It was such a fun game. For some reason, I could not stream it with
Okay.
Game Pass. I don't know what the fuck that is. Every computer I own hates Game Pass. That was a fantastic game. That was wild and unique. It was like, it was
I
100%.
did think that it was very, very creative. That
And it was
doesn't
a good way to
say
get
anything
started.
about its quality, but it was
It was a-
definitely creative.
It was made for people with very wide interests of mecha and dinosaurs and guns. My second one though is going to go to, here's the wild thing, it is going to Texas Chainsaw Massacre for honorable mention.
Really?
Interesting.
Actually, no. I want to give it to, well, it's between that and Demonologist because they have challenged two games that I love, Dead by Daylight and Phasmophobia, to fucking pick up their socks and start banging out amazing updates. And since
Fair.
competition has come out, these guys have went, okay, they pulled up their socks and they fucking cranked out amazing.
That is very
Fucking-
fair.
They've
know
done
what?
amazing
Yeah.
updates. So like
Yep.
the fact that they felt so threatened by these games, which when I played them were fantastic, minus
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw, what I saw looked good, and caused them to be like, we got to fix this shit. Way to go! I give you guys
Alright.
props for causing two games that I love to go. We can be better, and we will be better.
Fair
I-
enough.
And also Wedding Witch. Wedding Witch for indie game.
like that.
Yeah.
I can like that.
I respect that.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Wedding Witch gets my indie dev. That's it. That's all I'm done.
Okay. But who did you vote for? I think I didn't quite hear what. Who are you voting for this year? You said
Baldur's
Baldur's.
Gate, I believe you
Gotcha.
said.
Yeah, it was Baldur's.
All right. Bora.
It's Baldur's Gate, but I'll talk about each one of the other ones. Alan Wake, I can't say anything about because I didn't know about its existence until today. Spider-Man, first game was amazing. I played that with my brother. It was tons of fun. Loved the web swinging and all that kind of stuff. Spider-Man 2, I don't have a PS5, so I can't play it. But from what I have seen, it does look like an amazing game. It looks like it just iterates on what the first Spider-Man game did right, and expanded on that and added more interesting story and the ability to play as two different characters. So I agree that it should be on this list. I'm not going to vote for it, but I agree that it should be on there. Resident Evil 4, heard it was an amazing remake. I haven't really played the Resident Evil franchise though, but Ripley's hyping it up like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Super Mario Wonder, I I personally don't think it should be on this list, but
'Cause you
it
know
made it
nothing
on here
about it.
anyways, so it's like, okay. Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, it could be a coin toss for me between Baldur's Gate and Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is also an amazing game, amazing art direction. I love the art style of the music, the gameplay, the world exploration, all the puzzles. Loved everything about it. I regret not being able to play more of it. That's because I've been wanting to play and enjoying Baldur's Gate even more. And to quote a lovely ghosty in my chat has been saying earlier, I play game. Do I find game fun? Yes. Best game.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
honestly,
As a bro-
legit.
I
Alright.
do want to point out a very funny thing to me. That is just the fact that you were so dismissive of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and it's also in the Game of the Year category. Like, just that's not a coincidence.
Hey, do you remember how last year I shit on Elden Ring so much?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh wait, so if Mario Wonder gets Game of the Year,
Oh no.
Some bloody fucking miracle.
If okay.
Wonder beats out
It's
not
not- oh, wait.
only Baldur's
Michael,
Gate,
Michael.
but also Tears of the Kingdom, Resident Evil 4, and Spider-Man 2. If it somehow by a miracle beats
Zebora,
out
I
all
need
of
you
those
to
other
understand
much
that
better
you're pushing
games.
karmic forces together.
You know what?
to
You know what?
specifically
No.
screw you over.
No.
And
Okay.
that's so funny.
Okay. Before I even say anything, Spyco, here's the bet. If some
Yeah.
fucking miracle Super Mario Brothers Wonder wins, I will buy the fucking game on that fucking day. Okay? All right?
Okay.
Yep.
I will
Yeah,
buy it. I will buy it.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I want this to be a bet because I just think that would be fun if you guys got
Okay.
to play it. However, I don't think it's gonna win.
Hey,
if
you
it
never know.
wins in any of its categories,
No.
any of its
It
categories,
has to be no. It has to be Game of the Year. It has to be Game of the Year. I'm
Okay.
sorry, because we did the exact same thing for Bora with
Can I say the
Elden
same
Ring.
thing? Can I say the same thing on Tears of the Kingdom? For you?
Sure, fine,
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
I
okay,
think that could be a decent bet.
okay.
That could be a decent bet. I don't think
What?
Mario's gonna win compared to 4 of the other games in this category.
I think
Mhm.
I don't think it is going to win. I think it deserves to be here.
Okay, and the only reason I will
That's a
I will
different
subject
argument.
and,
Okay.
and the reason I'll subject to that was because I actually have a Switch, so I can actually get away with it. So fine. All right, so here is my votes for Game of the Year. I can't say anything for Alan Wake 2. I'm sure it's a good game, but I don't know. Spider-Man 2, really good contender. Super happy that it's here, so I'm glad that it's nominated here. Resident Evil 4, good remake of an already good game, so fantastic. Can't say anything about Super Mario Bros. Wonder, but it's a Mario game. Usually, most Mario games are solid. Zelda, I mean, I haven't even played Breath of the Wild at all, but I heard it was like, it's okay, and it added like a mechanic that is mixed from what I'm hearing, but otherwise, it's a pretty solid game. Good narrative. Matt Mercer, hello Ganondorf, hi. But okay, and here's the thing: like, I haven't beaten Baldur's Gate 3 either, but here's the thing: why I vote for Baldur's Gate as Game of the Year? It doesn't necessarily have to just be, you have to complete the game to follow. Here's the thing:
I don't think it needs to be.
Baldur's Gate
Very
3,
cool.
kind of like Elden Ring, like last year. I've said the exact same argument for why Elden Ring also won Game of the Year, because there are sure
Uh-huh.
plenty of people who haven't even beaten or even played Elden Ring for the most part, but the level of impact that Baldur's Gate 3 has had on the internet and
That
the
is
gaming
fair.
landscape, the fact that the game comes out, it is surging in popularity in so many mediums, including like YouTube, Twitch, and whatnot. So many people constantly coming back to it, replaying it over and over and over again, despite the fact that they played it like already 20 times already. It is memed to death everywhere. There's constant Asterian memes, a lot of discussions over the story and whatnot. The fact that the industry itself got to a point where they were discussing the quality of game design versus like against all other AAA titles, where people were adding discussions into, hey, this should be the standard. This should be like a return to form as to how games are meant to be designed
Yeah.
in the first place. that, you know, it's not about microtransactions. It's not about all this other riffraff that's just to get people to just pay more money for stupid shit. Honestly, it is a game that has caused so many conversations, has been ingrained into so many people's heads that they'll still talk about it for fucking years. This, no matter what, because Elden Ring is also in the same spot, technically speaking, but Baldur's Gate 3 is in that same type of category where it'll be talked about for years, it'll constantly be played. It has left a huge mark in not just gaming landscape, but in the conversation. Everybody still talks about it. That's why I think it deserves Game of the Year.
I will agree on the cultural impact, absolutely. I think out of all of these games, it had the most cultural impact. I do want to point out the cultural impact has not shaped what Game of the Year is for most of the time. What I think is going to happen here is it's either going to be Baldur's Gate 3 or it's going to be Alan Wake 2. And I know none of y'all I barely know what Alan Wake 2 is, but knowing the trends of the industry, I would not be surprised if it says Alan Wake 2 and then everybody goes, huh?
I'll be surprised if I will be surprised if any other
game.
I will be surprised if any other game besides Baldur's Gate 3 wins. I'll be honest.
That is a powerful stance to take in such a big year.
I'm just saying.
Baldur's Gate 3
I'm just saying
has a fantastic chance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a very strong chance. However, I would not put all my eggs in that basket, because I think that the entire gaming landscape, like what we've seen from the Game of the Year awards in the past, is that it's more than just what we consider to have cultural impact. It is narrative design, it is art design, it is all of those amazing things. And so many of the games on here have the chutzpah to display that full force. I think Alan Wake 2 is pure art, and that is one of the things that gives it a good chance. Game of the Year award really likes to give it to something that is artful and passion filled. And Baldur's Gate 3 is absolutely artful and passion filled. But I don't think it has that big of a distance between things. That being said, I voted for Super Mario Bros. Wonder because one more drop in the bucket, baby.
Fucking course.
Specco, if you want to throw your vote away, just fucking vote for Resident Evil 4.
I'm not gonna vote for Resident Evil 4.
God damn, dude.
Who cares about Resident Evil 4?
Them's fighting words.
So
But-
Ripley says,
Ripley-
Nif, shut your mouth, but
Ripley,
now in a
you
second
know
it's
I
also
love-
going to be for Spyco.
Wow.
Give it a
You know I love our boy Leon. You know
Shots
I love our boy
fired.
Leon. You know I love our boy Leon, but I just can't in good conscience vote a remake for Game of the Year. Ever.
Listen,
I kind of agree, but
I'm not throwing
it's
my vote away.
RE4 though. It's
I
won
think-
Game
I
of the
think-
Year multiple times in the past. Now, it would be funny if he got a resurgence and got
I
the vote
think
again.
Resi 4 and Marvel Spider-Man are the two lowest chance here. Marvel Spider-Man, because it's kind of an everything game, it's not focused. And I think that's to its detriment. We've seen in the past games that get into Game of the Year that are not focused in on their experience do not get Game of the Year. And I would not expect Marvel Spider-Man to get there. Resi 4, I on Game of the Year, like, I don't think it should be excluded from other things, but I do not think a remake can be in Game of the Year because at least a good chunk of the thinking has already been done for you. So I can't see it in Game of the Year. Even though it is a very good game, from what I've seen, I don't think it's got that. I think it's the bookends here, the Zelda bookend and the art bookend that we have that are legitimate, that are our chances. But I'm going with Alan Wake or Baldur's Gate would be my
my picks. If I were to bet on it, I would
Top-
say those.
Top three for me is Baldur's Gate, Zelda, and RE4. The rest are a little bit at the bottom for me, but yeah. But I still think Baldur's Gate's going to take this. I just think so, but it is what it is.
I think it has a good chance. I just don't think it's as big of a chance as a lot of people think.
We'll see.
For me, Baldur's Gate and Zelda are at the top. Mario and Alan Wake are at the very bottom. I would actually say Alan Wake is probably below Mario.
It just
So
came
for-
out.
Like shit
It
on
just
Mario.
came out.
Cora, I do need you to understand how much people love Alan Wake. Like how big Alan Wake is.
I've never heard of the franchise.
I've
I've
heard
heard
of it.
like half of the games in this category,
So,
in this thing at all. Anyway,
A very interesting thing about this group of people, like a very interesting thing that just like I have here is, as a game developer, I have to kind of be plugged into a lot of the talks about games that I don't care about. Alan Wake I don't care about, but I know that it is a big game. I have to be in those talks if I want to. This makes you sound like a fucking annoying crypto person, but I gotta be plugged into that network, you know?
No, it's understandable. You have to
Fair
be
enough.
you have to be more ingrained into the industry to the point
Yeah.
where it's
So
absurd.
when,
But-
yeah. So when you guys are like, I've never heard of this, and I'm like, that is one of the things that it was one of the standouts of the year. But all right, like,
no. Here's the
it-
thing.
it,
When I was
it
in
says
college,
nothing against you guys. You guys know what you like, and I deeply respect that. It's a lot less hipster and a lot more I need to know about everything as a game designer. If I don't see the new things that come, if I don't see the new trends, if I don't see those new amazing steps forward in art and design, especially as somebody who loves games as art, I have to be plugged into that.
I kind of get that. When I was in college for film and television, same thing with me. We all like, for to be in our industry and to like keep up to date with all that kind of stuff, we had to be up to date on like all the movies that were coming out, all the movies that were in production, all the TV shows, even if they very much were not the kinds of TV shows or movies we would normally watch. We would still need to know about them. Every year our classes would all be like participating in like Oscar betting pools and stuff like that, and talking about all these
Yes.
amazing movies that were in the Oscars and stuff like that. It was always a big thing in that industry. Like, you needed to know, even if there was all these like hipster movies that were only ever in some niche film festivals, it's like we had to know about it, even if we
You had
didn't
to
give
know
a
about
fuck.
the conversation that
had
was
to-
around them.
Exactly. So I get where you're coming from, Spyco. I do get it. But I also understand that now that I've kind of left college and even though I'm still kind of working in the industry, I don't keep up with most of that at all, because I like to keep informed on what I like, what I care about. And I will
Well,
try to look at
be very
information
clear.
on new things. But if it doesn't grab my interest, or if it's not even in my radar of what I would find interesting, I'm just not going to bother. There's too much already.
Let me be
in
very,
my
very
narrow
clear.
radar.
I have my likes in terms of games, but game design is one of my main special interests. Game design is my biggest passion, which means while you were in film for things like voice acting, I am in game design for games, and games is art. So I'm plugged into that. I was plugged into that before I got into college, before I even knew that I wanted to do this as a thing. Before I started my online classes to become a game designer, I was doing this.
Tell you what, Spyco, you're gonna be my insider, like for everything to do with like gaming news and
Where's
everything
Scribs
from
go?
this point forward. So
Scribs
if I'm
is having
at,
a
Scribs has a
48-hour
headache.
migraine, so Scribs
Yeah.
is going.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much done at this point. I think we just kind of went off a little bit of a tangent, but yeah, that's it for the voting of the game nominations for this year's Game Awards. Looking forward to the show. Let's just hope it was entertaining as last year's. Although
Yeah.
hopefully less
Uh,
stuffy by the
hopefully.
end, but
Hopefully no randos in the
Hopefully
audience.
a little less entertaining than last year.
Mm.
Yeah.
and a little less of 2-hour speeches for recognition and awesomeness.
Oh,
'Cause-
Yeah.
Sorry.
And just to reiterate before we go, what was the bet again? Just so we have it on record.
Okay,
Okay,
if
Mario
Super
Wonder
Mario,
wins
if any
Game
of the
of the
Nintendo
Year.
games, if any of the Nintendo games win, anything that you haven't had yet or anything like that in Game of the Year specifically, you buy that fucking copy. So I said if
As
Wonder
Warren
or Zelda
Zachariah-
wins, if Wonder or Zelda wins Game of the Year, I'll buy whatever thing wins between the two.
Okay,
I'll do
okay,
that.
hang on, hang on. If Zelda wins, can we alter it for Zechariah to be Breath of the Wild because he's never played the original?
You better pay
You
for
know,
that.
yeah,
okay.
original first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to make an altercation.
Here's the thing. I'm interested to see how somebody approaches Tears of the Kingdom without playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but it
It's
makes
Yeah.
it
something
more
one thing that I'm
impactful if you
kind of
played the
interested
original.
to see.
I
I
mean,
think it's impactful in two different ways.
I
I already
don't,
have
I
Tears of
don't
the
care.
Kingdom, so I can't be part of this
I
bet.
don't care. Unless
Same.
somebody wants to gift me Breath of the Wild, sure.
Yeah,
But
I feel like that's a little much.
Yeah. No.
But
If Tears of the Kingdom wins, just get Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
None of this.
Same goes for Wonder, and I'm hoping everybody does
Yeah.
the same thing, and we'll do a co-op run together. Okay, we'll do a co-op
Ooh.
one of Wonder one of these days or some shit, right? Because it has co-op, right? It has a like.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
it's
direct co-op,
couch-
but it has.
It's couch co-op.
Well,
Ah,
it
that
has couch co-op, but
sucks.
Yeah.
it does have. It has an online thing where you're able to go with friends in a specific room and do it
Yeah.
together. It's not the same thing as like New Soup where you could like throw your
Yeah.
friends and stuff like that. But you can
Dude,
still
that
help
shit
out
was
your friends. and
fun
stuff.
though. That's the
Yeah.
kind of shenanigans I was expecting.
if you want the true co-op, like the true shenanigans with your friends co-op, it's couch co-op.
That's the
Yeah.
one reason why I don't think Mario Wonder deserves multiplayer at all, is because they
Mhm.
shouldn't have cut that. They should have given like you a choice between like playing with friends in a couch co-op kind of sense or not.
Okay.
Okay.
So I need to bring myself into this wager somehow. If Super Mario Wonder wins any of the categories,
Any category.
Mhm.
I will
Okay.
dress up like a fucking elephant and play it on stream.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. all
Niff,
right.
niff,
There's a bet.
niff, elephant, niff,
As
elephant.
much as I hate to point this out, I feel like I am getting the easy end of the stick here. Like I feel like I'm just kind of getting what I want based on.
I mean, to be fair, Spyco,
You
like we
guys
both
can't
had,
say
we
much
both
to
had,
me.
we both had Elden Ring, and before Bora had it, and you know.
No,
I
I
think-
got Elden Ring after Bora. I
Oh.
just knew that Elden Ring was a
Yeah.
good game because again, I'm plugged into the industry.
Okay. Does anyone have a PS5?
No.
Nope.
Scribs does.
Shit.
I'm
Oh,
trying
thing
to
is,
get one, but
I don't think
I haven't bought RE4, so
The funny
maybe
thing
if
is, I don't
RE4
think
wins, I'll buy it.
I don't think there's any like bet that can be made here that puts me in a specific like bad position.
I mean,
Like, I
dude,
to
Game of
play
the Year.
D&D
Here's
on
the
stream in a
thing.
major
This
episode.
bet is mainly designed to get us to play a good fucking game. There's no
yeah, that's
losing
kind of what the
Mhm.
point of
in
the bet
this,
is.
you know. There's
It's
no real
just-
I'm
losing
kind
with
of
this.
a
The
fan
only
of
loss,
every
the
game.
only loss you're gonna have is your money. That's it.
Yeah.
Jokes on y'all!
Which-
I have no money.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue there. I'm a college student.
Yeah.
And I can't really,
Yeah.
you know.
Spiker, you already have Baldur's Gate, right?
I do already have Baldur's Gate,
Okay.
and I've played a little bit of it, and it's all right.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't like it. That's why he
If
doesn't.
Baldur's
No,
Gate
I don't
wins,
dislike it.
you
I don't
have to-
dislike it. It's just I've played it a couple times, and it's just never grabbed me.
Okay.
It's-
if Baldur's
it's-
Gate
it's
wins,
just a lot.
Spyco,
Listen, If
this is
Baldur's
your,
Gate,
this
if
is
Baldur's
your
Gate
bet.
was on a grid system, I would like it so much more.
Hmm.
I hate that it's not
Fair
on a
enough.
grid system. I hate this
Fair
fluid,
enough.
weird, fucking weird. Give me grid. Give me 5x5 D&D grid.
Hey, Spyco,
Yeah.
get good.
It has
Yes.
nothing to do with get good. It's bad. It's bad.
All right, Spyco, here's your bet. Here's your
What is
bet.
my bet?
If Baldur's Gate wins, you need to do a full horny run on stream.
Yes.
Bard playthrough? Okay. Fine.
Just
You know
flirt,
what?
With
flirt
everybody.
outrageously with
You
everyone.
can even go full corny with it. You can be the bard. I don't care, but you have to do it.
Dude,
Here's the
he
thing.
has to play a bard. He has to play a bard.
I think I legally have to. But
Dark Urge?
I'm
Nah,
not
nah,
gonna
nah,
speed run to sex, but I will do a polyamorous playthrough, sure.
Yes.
Romance everyone or
Yes.
attempt to romance everyone.
The only
Alright.
issue I have with that is it does not play nice with my computer.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is
True.
true.
Like, I have only been able to play it stably off stream. Shout out to that clip that is on my channel of my character fully T-posing as he falls.
Wait.
I
And you
think I
have
made that clip for you.
and you have to play either a halfling or a gnome. You have to play one of those two characters.
Horny no. Oh my
The
god.
horny
no.
gnome.
Oh god, you're playing
Oh.
Scanlan Short Halt.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
no.
I'm not playing Scanlan.
Oh.
Fuck Scanlan. Don't fuck Scanlan. Yeah,
Don't.
I remember seeing the dwarf drop like a stone. Yeah, he fully like a rock or a stone.
Wait, is the dwarf playable? Because I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
of
Never
course
mind.
it
Yeah,
is.
then play the dwarf. Play the fucking dwarf. But still.
I already made a dwarf PC.
Ah, then halfling.
That was my first PC. Of course, I made my first PC as a dwarf. Are you kidding? I'm the dwarf guy.
That, or we make you play like the most unlikely combination that barely anybody plays. And I think it was like Gith Yankee
Human
Cleric. No.
Kiss
Human-
Yankee cleric.
Human Fighter is the most popular.
I know that was the
Yeah.
joke I was making, Gazabora.
I think
Okay.
Gith Yankee Cleric is like I've heard that was like the least popular like combination
Makes
of
sense.
classes. So you're playing that.
Oh jeez. I don't care
And
what he
if-
plays. Like I'm just saying, just polyamory run.
Yes.
If
Uh-huh.
okay, here's my last bet. If Alan Wake wins, then you all have to admit that I'm very, very good at knowing what games win. All right.
I'll take that
sure.
one. I'll take that
you all
one.
have to admit
I'll take
that
I'm
one,
good-
Spyco.
I'm good at understanding the industry.
Sure.
So okay, I will admit that you're a sellout. Got it.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Go ahead.
All right. I think we're done
You
because
fuck
poor
me.
Bora.
Yeah.
How long
Yeah,
have we been
we're
here?
done.
How long have we
Three
been
Three
here?
and a half
3
hours.
Okay, Bora,
Yeah.
go have fun.
3.5 hours of my Genshin stream
Yeah.
talking about that. So much for
Bora,
1
go play
hour.
Genshin.
So much for 1 hour, like you guys thought it was
Bora,
gonna be.
Dude, I showed up
I said-
late.
Bora, I didn't say that it was gonna be 1 hour.
I was
Exactly.
hoping.
Okay.
I was hoping it was going to be 1 hour.
I did not expect it to be 1 hour.
No.
I don't know
figured
why
if
you
we
guys
just-
were
Gonna
like.
be a full thing.
You guys
I
understand
figured-
that any time that we end stream, we spend 3 hours just talking about random stuff, so nobody
True.
goes to bed on time.
True.
And you
True.
expected us to have a structured debate?
I wasn't even. I didn't even think we were gonna be debating. I thought we were just gonna go through all the categories, list the games, and be like, "Oh yeah, I think this game would be cool if it won
You say
next
that
category."
so often.
Two years in a row,
like
Bora.
so often you'll be like, I thought we were gonna do just a smash or pass where people just say smash and or
No.
pass, and it's like we're very opinionated people as a
We really are.
Apparently.
Bora
But,
signs up
yeah.
for these things like I sign up for
Alright,
fucking
so,
D&D
yeah.
campaigns.
Yeah, from this point forward, expect any future Game of the Year nomination discussions to be roughly around this. It's its own event, okay? So
It is.
from
Okay,
this
That's
point
what I
forward.
thought it
Run,
was.
Bora! Run, Bora! Run, Bora! Run!
Anyways, Bora, you can go. But for the rest of y'all, I did want to talk about what you guys wanted to do for your awards.
Oh, I'll stay for that a little
I mean,
bit.
we can
Now
do
we're
that. We
actually
can do
done
that
with-
now.
No, now that we're done with the categories, I can switch to Genshin and
Oh,
play
true,
Genshin
true, true,
while
true, true.
talking
There
with
you
you
go.
fuckers.
Yeah.
There you
Fair enough.
go.
I'm not gonna stay for too
Um,
long because I do have to go to sleep for work. But just
I just
go
called
ahead.
it the
I do have
collab.
work tomorrow.
I called it the collab awards, by the way.
Oh,
Um,
nice. I like it.
Horniest fandom.
You gotta come up with a name
Who
for it
said
though.
that?
I'm giving that to the.
Wait, I know. Are
that
you
award
being
for the-
legitimate about that, or
I am being legitimate about it.
okay? So what are you gonna call that?
Oh.
So
oh,
far we have
fuck.
the Diggy Diggy Hole Award, the Hauntingly Good Award, and the Scrap Metal Award.
shit.
We'll come back to you. Nif. Any
Oh,
idea for what
so
your
question,
what
is
your
it a
word
gag?
category to be?
I have a
A
couple
new
ideas here I'm
crewmate
looking at.
has arrived.
It
Is
can be
it?
not a-
serious.
it's-
It can be.
Thank
It
you for
is
the
not-
thank you for the follow.
when
Lukia
I
punch.
say it's not a gag, I mean you aren't picking who it's going to be given to. Everybody else in the group is going to give a nomination based on the criteria that you design, and then our communities are going to vote. I'm going to give this
Well,
to all
I'm
of
I'm
you
gonna
to
need some more
go give
time
to your
then because my
communities.
most Nick Cage award is no longer valid.
Yeah, you said that last time, and that's why I was more specific.
I would like to
Azabora,
make an
Oh, never mind.
award for best. Oh God. I'm trying to think of it. I don't want to call it a cameo, but in line with the Nick Cage award, an actor playing themselves in a game.
we can call it some like.
I had a word.
Not
I
Easter
have
egg.
best
but, like-
self-insert award.
But I couldn't think of any other ones,
trying
and I'm
to
like,
think, yeah, I'm trying to
'cause-
think of of like something that allows multiple iterations, but still keeps to the same kind of idea you're going for.
yeah, because I would also like someone like Cameron
We
to
can
be an
do-
option for that award because he's again a fantastic actor in every aspect and deserves some fucking recognition for his goddamn work. Vote for him for Star Wars Fallen Order, best voice actor. Thank you.
I would also put like
Uh,
Idris Elba in there because I guess.
And Daryl Nixon, whatever the fuck his name is.
I feel like this is just becoming a best performance award.
I guess.
Nif, what if you do something like funniest edition or something like that?
Funniest
you
DLC, got it.
Do you want to do DLC or just funniest?
Doesn't have to be strictly DLC.
I'll think of
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
My I was gonna
Azabora,
make the
what you
best Nick
thinking?
Cage award and give it away.
All right.
For me, I was thinking about it a little bit. I couldn't really think of anything else, but the one idea I do have is kind of good and kind of fits
Yeah.
with a couple of different categories. The World Tree Award, Best Open World Experience.
Okay.
And you can't. That's not Baldur's Gate. That's not
No.
Baldur's Gate. I want
That
that as like a
feels-
tagline.
No.
I wouldn't say Baldur's Gate. It would be some other games like, I guess Final Fantasy 14 could kind of work at that.
Again,
I don't know if 16
one thing I would
has,
say, one thing I would say is try and is. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I think the more these awards will be more fun if they're a little bit funny and a little bit more like specific on something. Like Zekriox's is the game with the best destruction. Mine is the game with the best mining mechanic, kind of thing. So I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but I am saying that we have a chance here to do an award that nobody will ever
Basically,
do.
make an award
And I
for
think that's
something
fun.
very specific, like super
Yeah.
specific. You know?
And more fun would be specific to you.
Okay, then I think it was Zachriox who came up with this earlier before we started streaming, before you came and joined us, Spiko, as a backup idea. We'll keep it the same name, but most visually pleasing tree.
Ooh,
Yes. Yes.
But you want to
Does
just
it have to
do, you
be
wanna just do
specifically a
best
tree, or can it just be like plant life in
or
general?
flora, or
You wanna
flora.
do,
You
do
know,
you
general
want to do
flora.
just does it need to be visually appealing, or can it just be best, and then the community decides, like from
Sure,
there?
why not?
Sure.
Best
Sure.
tree.
Best tree,
Best
or
spud. Best
flora?
spud.
Best plant.
Best
Tree in
plant.
a video game.
The World Azabor presents the World Tree Award. Best
The best Bark award.
video game.
Dude, I have a sick nomination for only one specific reason.
Okay. I
Game-
think I have a name.
Go ahead.
Okay,
The Thirsty Bitch Award.
Nice.
hell yeah.
I like it.
What's it for specifically?
Hmm?
What's like a thirsty bitch? But what's the
It's literally the horniest fandom.
Oh, okay.
The Thirsty Bitch Award, and then we call that game with
Mumu
the
says that's me.
Yes, you are.
fans. Okay, so
yes you are.
oh, I'll kill you all.
Whoa, hello. I got a little boner there. What?
Sorry, not sorry.
All right.
Pa-
Okay.
pa- pa- pa-
I
pa-
think I
pa-
have
pa-
mine. I think I have
Okay.
mine.
Give me yours.
Okay. So I didn't see it as like a full-on category here in
That's
the Game Awards. A community. Some people could argue community is it, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. It's been a long night. I'm very tired.
Okay.
I like to present the Dirty Work Daddy Award for the game that has worked as hard as it could to make itself a better game by 2023.
Okay.
That's not
This would include
bad.
things such as Phasmophobia, Dead by
Okay.
Daylight.
Well, we all know
I
what
had another
Spyco is.
Okay, I have an alternative name for that one. Best Redemption Arc.
Oh, the
Perfect.
redemption.
Yeah, the
award.
redemption. I like that.
The redemption arc, yes.
Ooh,
And
okay.
then-
Okay.
Option 2 was for the Notako gag is spoiled basketball shorts. Scariest game.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Spooky is already doing a horror themed one.
Damn
Oh,
the
it's true,
redemption
true,
arc.
true.
Spooky, I'd like to argue for your name.
It's Ripley. Ripley.
Ripley.
Wait a
Sorry.
minute. I have a sound effect ready for that shit. Hold on a sec. Where the fuck is it? There it is.
God damn it.
Cute, what the fuck?
That's directly ripped from Aliens.
Oh,
By the way, Ripley, I named your thing the Hauntingly Good Award. I hope that's okay. I also potentially was going to name it the Haunt the House Award. But I didn't get any feedback from you when I threw it in the chat. Is Ripley still in chat?
Probably. Actually,
Yes.
by
Oh,
this
okay.
point, I think
Oh,
I was
just
out-
got
I'm
back.
asleep.
Okay,
Okay.
did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said, Ripley?
Wait for it.
Oh, okay. I will
Ripley-
re-explain. I will re-explain. Ripley, I named your award the Hauntingly Good Award, game with the best spooks. I also potentially threw around the idea of calling it the Haunt the House Award. Vibes, thoughts, prayers, feelings.
Yes, good.
Yes, good to what? To the Hauntingly Good Award or to the Haunt the House Award? I'm making you choose, bitch.
Or I'm sending you something. Damn.
Hauntingly
Hauntingly
Good.
Good.
Award. Okay. Game with the best spooks. By the way, I'm putting Slay the Princess as my submission to that.
nice.
And then we need to add one more for Skibs. Scribbler Gaming.
For one reason or another, I just think
Better Honey, I Pissed My Pants award.
I'm not doing Honey, I Pissed My Pants.
for
award,
some reason,
but-
for some reason, with recent like talks of like being emotional with like a few games, especially like FF16 recently, it's like best tearjerker award for her. I don't know. It's like for scenes that make you super sad and tearful or some shit like that. I don't know. Emotional.
Well, I mean, I want to get it from Scribs.
I know,
If
I
you guys
know.
want to go down?
It's a
You guys wanna go
suggestion.
down some of
I'm
these?
just putting it for Scribs out there. Consider it.
I don't think Scribs is here right now. Scribs
Yeah,
is
no,
currently
Scribs is
sending me
gone.
TikToks. So
I know. I know.
Scribs is sending you TikToks. She's
yeah,
likely in bed then.
yeah. Gotta head to bed.
Ripley,
Please
have a good
DM me
night.
if you need
Good
anything
night,
for sure.
Ripley.
Ripley.
Okay.
Take care.
Zachariox presents
Yay,
the
boo.
Scrap Metal Award, game with best destruction. Does anybody have anything? So I've put Meet Your Maker as that one.
I mean, I already know my vote, so I put Armor Core 6 in there. So
Okay, Armored Core 6.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I
Rather than
honestly,
the easy one.
I can actually agree to that one actually being a good option.
I just haven't played many games recently that have the destruction mechanic.
Not necessarily
Yeah,
best
that's true.
destruction mechanic, but it's just like the most satisfying.
Best
like,
destruction
uh-huh.
in general.
doesn't have to
I
be-
enjoy the fact that I can alter a battlefield really fast in Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
That's why I'm like,
Okay.
I hate the fact
Yeah.
that I hate the fact that I'm saying Baldur's Gate 3. I want you to be aware, but I love using that destruction mechanic to my advantage and how quickly you can turn to combat. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's a BS reach for a vote, but it's like, damn, I love it.
Mhm.
By the way, I put at the top of this. I put, do you swear to vote for the game that best fits the criteria and not the game and or streamer that you like the best? Checkbox that says I do.
I like that. For my vote, because Nif took mine.
I would argue that.
How do you spell Baldur's Gate?
Baldur.
B-A-L.
Baldur.
Got it. Baldur's.
Apostrophe S.
I know it's an apostrophe S. Azabor, what's yours?
Because I saw a lot of the cutscenes for it, and a lot of the destruction in those cutscenes looked freaking epic and amazing. Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
Ooh, why?
The big fight scene, like between Titan and Shiva, where the main character is running around through all like the broken like boulders and shit. It's like all through that cutscene, plus some of the other cutscenes I've seen between like Ifrit and Phoenix and some of the other things. There's a lot of epic destruction between the god fights. So yeah,
dude,
I'm going with
yeah,
that.
I can't argue with that. Holy shit.
Idle.
I am.
We can come back to you later.
Yeah.
Next up.
Think Big Bang Boom. You know, just think
Big Bang Boom. Ripley Boo presents.
Give me the list of categories so that I can think about this when I am A, not tired, and B, not disassociating.
That's so real. I love you.
I could tell you were for a while since the clicking.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, no,
I thought my
was having a
headphones were
stroke.
breaking.
Honestly, I didn't even notice. I honestly did not even notice.
I thought it was Spyco because it was while Spyco was talking.
Yeah, at first I thought Spyco had a fidget toy, but then I'm like, no, it's not him.
No,
Then I thought it was my
me.
headphones.
It was me literally clicking a pen.
Oh, it's just a pen.
It was just a fucking pen.
A pen for your thoughts.
Boo.
Fucking pen.
I could tell it was a pen. I wasn't bothered by it because I was just like, yeah.
As long as it wasn't an Apple pen, we'll be fine.
No, it's a fucking Dollarama. Fucking Studio Inc. Yeah, it's fucking Dollarama brand, whatever.
Fine. I would probably do the same thing. Spyco, give us like the full categories, right? And
That's
you
what
just
I'm
get
doing.
and then you just give us we'll give you a response as soon as we can, because I honestly do have to go. I can't further because I got work tomorrow, and I'm tired of shit.
Fair enough.
So what I'll do in the meantime is end the stream, and I'm gonna of course raid Bora for his Genshin Impact. Might as well.
That we
Yeah, I'm
stole
fighting
him
a
from.
whale.
Yo. Oh
Fighting a
shit.
sugar daddy?
It's a whale.
Oh wait, did you quick start this or?
Yeah, just so I can get the rewards. Because at this rate, I'm not getting any story done tonight.
Honestly.
We're sorry, dude, but it was fun. You can't admit you had a lot of fun, right? Hopefully you had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I have nobody in my chat right now, and I really do not feel like when I have nobody in my chat, I don't feel like doing the whole thing. So I'm just gonna send a raid.
Alright, no problem.
Fair.
Alright,
Fair
so
enough.
I'll go ahead and start making my exit at this point in time. So I'll just be right back afterwards and say goodnight. But yeah, gonna do my outro. I'll be right with you guys. So, one moment.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Start.
Alright, let's end this night. Alright, so yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. This has been multi-streamed on multiple platforms, so you're going to also see the video / VOD for this on my YouTube channel, so that's going to be amazing. Let's see if it gets any proper views. But with that in mind, yeah, it was a fun experience. Be sure to tune in for December 7th. That's when the actual Game Awards will be airing. we'll be doing a full reaction to the whole thing. And yeah, it's going to be one hell of a time. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and start rating Bora, Asabora. So let's go ahead and get started here. Perfect. Let me get the raid message. Here we go. Perfect. For those who are followers of the channel, be sure to use the message surrounded in the generic raid emote, specifically the crewmate message. For those who are subscribed to the channel, of course, be sure to use the one with the channel emote, specifically the salute. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had a wonderful time. Feel free to, of course, for those in the YouTube, feel free to comment down below where, who's going to be winning Game of the Year and whatnot. And, basically just let me know what you guys think of the nominees. So, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.